Oh, I'm a little out of breath, but I have a very special video for you guys today because we have officially hit 500 subscribers. I feel like my stash looks like Pito even when I don't have my glasses. That's better. But before we hop into the video, I just want to say, dude, thank every single one of you guys so much. Y'all genuinely mean the world to me. Like, I really just started doing this shit for fun. I've really grown to love it. I would have never imagined hitting a number like 500. So if you're subscribed to the channel, like, I love you so much and I appreciate you. Before today's special video, we're going to be rebuilding 2 teams at the same time until they both win a Super Bowl. I'm sure you guys have an idea as to who the teams are. I probably put them in the thumbnail somewhere, but I mean, we're going to spin a wheel to decide the teams anyway. That'll be in the next clip. This video is definitely out way past 500. We're at like 530 right now, but this video genuinely took like weeks of recording and I'm just kind of getting started editing on it. So hopefully you guys see it soon. But one last thing before we hop into the video, now that we are at 500 subs, we are officially doing a free NFL jersey giveaway. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. You can already be subscribed. You can subscribe right now. You have to take a screenshot of it and send it to me on Instagram. And as long as you are within the first 1,000 subscribers, you're entered to the giveaway. We'll be announcing the winner once we do hit 1,000, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But also make sure you're subscribed and make sure you leave a like on the video. So if this video goes out to more people, more people can find the channel because I love each and every one of you. Let's get into this video. So as you guys can see here, we have 2 wheels, one of the NFC teams and one of the AFC teams. We are going to be spinning both of these wheels to decide what 2 teams we are going to be rebuilding at the same time. So this video could be fast if we get, I don't know, the Ravens and the Cowboys. It could be slow. We could end up with teams like the Panthers and what's a bad AFC team? I don't know, the Titans. Titans aren't that bad, but I mean, I can't remember the last time I see them made a Super Bowl in franchise now that I mentioned that. But I'm sure you guys have an idea of who the teams are. I'm sure I put them somewhere in the thumbnail, but I have no idea yet, so we're going to go ahead and spin this wheel and figure out what teams we're going to be rebuilding. Here goes nothing. That's actually really interesting. So 2 very different teams. The Dolphins are already competing. I guess they've already have talent on their roster. They actually just recently signed Odell Beckham, which is honestly insane. I actually called that as well, not to flex. And then the Giants are going to be a team we actually have to rebuild. If it was real life, I'd do it around Daniel Jones. But hey, we are going to have the 2024 rookies as well. So we'll have Malik Neighbors on the Giants. We'll have Chop Robinson on the Dolphins as well, and the rest of the rookies each of the teams drafted. But this is definitely going to be a challenge. The Dolphins have terrible salary cap in real life and in Madden. A lot of people to pay, and then the Giants also don't have very good salary cap. I don't really even know who they're paying other than tackle and quarterback. Obviously Daniel Jones kind of scammed them, but I don't know, this is going to be really hard now that I know the teams that we've gotten. But let's get the excuses out of the way and let's get the video started. If you want to know how to use the updated 2024 rosters, I do have a YouTube short posted on my channel as to how you could get them into franchise. Go ahead and check that out. It's time to officially get the show on the road. Here's how we're looking with the Dolphins. Pretty much the same roster as last year. The main difference is going to be Chop Robinson. We just have a lot of pass rushers now. We already have Bradley Chubb. They signed Shaq Barrett in the offseason. We already had Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips is really bad in this game. I'm honestly considering starting Chop Robinson over him, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then for the Giants, this roster is going to need some work. Evan Neal sucks in real life. He sucks in this game as well. Darren Waller did mentor Theo Johnson, so that'll definitely help out this team for the future because Darren Waller is already aging. We're definitely going to have to move on from Daniel Jones at some point in this video. I kind of think the Giants should stick with him, but in franchise, it's definitely going to be the move to stick with Daniel Jones. We obviously have Malik Neighbors. Hopefully we can get him as many targets as possible so he can start to progress. And I actually really like this defense. Kayvon Thibodeau had a great year last year. You add Brian Burns to your pass rush. Bobby Okereke had a great year last year. You already have Dexter Lawrence on the interior. Drafted Tyler Nubin, drafted Andrew Phillips. I actually really like this defense. We could maybe use like another safety or something, some more D-line. But other than that, I think this defense is pretty good. But with all of that being said, let's get to the midseason and check how both of these teams are doing. Also, look at this ghetto-ass Giants jersey. It has a whole rift in the middle. I'm pretty sure everything's like wearing off on the back. Got my boy Sterling Shepard, though, OU legend. All right, and at the midseason, the New York Giants are 0-7. I'm honestly okay with this. If we could get the first overall pick and get a quarterback, that would be great. I honestly kind of think, what if we started like Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito just to kind of ensure that we get the number 1 overall pick? And it's not even like it's completely unrealistic or cheating, because if a team is 0-7, something's wrong. I could see them doing something like starting Drew Lock. So I actually think that's not the worst idea. But Daniel Jones, he actually wasn't playing terrible, so I'm glad we benched him because I could see this kind of play getting us a win. 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Devin Singletary's not doing great. 355 yards, 3.3 per carry, 3 touchdowns. A lot of threes. Darius Slayton's the leading receiver. I wonder if he's in the slot. We should probably move Malik Neighbors there just so he's getting more touches, but he has 3 touchdowns, 250 yards out of Darren Waller, 230 out of Wan'Dale Robinson. O-line's doing a little better than I would have expected. Evan Neal's obviously not doing very good. We'll probably end up moving him to guard at some point in this video. Then on defense, all I care about is if we're getting to the quarterback, and it looks like we are kind of. 2.5 sacks out of Dexter Lawrence, 2 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, only 1 out of Brian Burns. He's not very good in this game. I also gave him his contract as close as I could in real life, so we're paying him a lot of money and not to do much, apparently. The contracts are always a little messed up whenever you use these custom rosters. So we only have 4 players ready to negotiate here at the midseason. We have Isaiah Hodgins, Nick McLeod, not anybody too important. I don't even know if we'll re-sign Isaiah Hodgins. He's not even interested in the team, so we'd have to overpay. So I don't think we're going to make any re-signings here for the Giants at the midseason. And the Miami Dolphins are 4-3 at the midseason. They have a great offense, a pretty good defense as well. Tua is playing really good football, 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Raheem Mostert as the starting running back, only 3.8 per carry, 4 touchdowns. Devon Achane's doing better as the backup, but it's also a smaller sample size. I don't think making him the starter would change much. Tyreek Hill's the leading receiver, 460 yards, 2 touchdowns. Odell's actually getting pretty involved, 370 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 280 yards and a touchdown. O-line's holding up great. Teron Armstead, 4 sacks allowed, 3 out of Austin Jackson, 2 out of Aaron Brewer. So we've only allowed 9 sacks so far on the year. And are we getting to the quarterback at all for the Dolphins? 5.5 sacks out of Zach Sealer. That's crazy. I actually hope he has a great year, because if he could get a dev up, that would help out, this D-line, help us not to draft somebody. Only 1 out of Chop Robinson, only 1 out of Shaq Barrett. We have 6 players ready to negotiate on the Dolphins, and we have negative 14 million, so we're going to lose Isaiah Wynn. We're going to lose Nick Needham, and honestly, at least we're not losing anybody important. We'll have the 5th year for Jalen Waddle at the end of the year. We'll definitely pick that up just so we can keep him around as long as possible. We're not going to pick up Jalen Phillips. Not really going to do that here. He's really bad in simulation. But yeah, for the video's sake, I'm hoping that the Dolphins have a really good year and finish with a high seed in the playoffs, and I hope the Giants lose out and we get the #1 overall pick for them. Let's get to the end of the year and let's see how each team finishes. And the New York Giants are officially the first ever NFL team to finish the season 0-17. Drew Lock stunk it up. I'm actually glad we started him. He probably helped us go 0-17. 1,800 yards, 5 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Devin Singletary was okay. 1,000 yards is good. 4 touchdowns is pretty bad. 3.6 per carry, also pretty bad. Darius Slayton was the leading receiver. I forgot to move Malik Neighbors into the slot. I'm such an idiot. I don't think it's going to matter much. Even if Malik Neighbors got 800 yards and 2 touchdowns like Darius Slayton did, it wouldn't have changed much. But Malik Neighbors, 650 yards and 4 touchdowns. O-line for the Giants was actually surprisingly pretty good. Andrew Thomas is never as good in this game as he should be. He's one of the best left tackles in the league. Evan Neal's pretty bad. We'll probably be moving him to guard pretty soon. Aaron Stinney was pretty good. The interior actually played pretty good. Bobby Okereke led the team in tackles with 129. 17 TFLs out of Dexter Lawrence, 15 out of Brian Burns, 11 out of Thibodeau, and 10 out of DJ Davidson. 5.5 sacks out of Dexter Lawrence, 5 out of Thibodeau, 3.5 out of Brian Burns. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. 3.5 sacks, that's great. 3 picks out of Isaiah Simmons, 1 out of Okereke, 1 out of Tyler Nubin, and 1 out of Deontay Banks. And the Dolphins unfortunately finished 9-8 and just missed the playoffs. We had the 11th offense and defense in points per game. Damn, I can't believe we missed the playoffs. Tua was pretty good though, 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Raheem Mostert wasn't great, 1,000 yards, 3.7 per carry, 10 touchdowns. Devon Achane was pretty good as the backup, 446 yards, 4.3 per carry, 4 touchdowns. Definitely the future starting running back. Tyreek Hill had a great season, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Odell was actually really good as well, 840 yards, 8 touchdowns, 700 yards out of Jalen Waddle with 4 touchdowns. O-line for the Dolphins, Aaron Brewer was pretty bad. Everybody else was pretty good, I'd say. We definitely need to find a new center. Defensively, Anthony Walker led the team in tackles with 105, 13 TFLs out of Chop Robinson, 13 out of Zach Sealer, 13 out of T.R. Tart, 9 sacks out of Zach Sealer. I'm hoping he'll go up in dev trait for this because we could definitely use some help on the D-line. 5 out of Bradley Chubb, 3 out of Tart, 2.5 out of Jordan Poyer. Chop Robinson with a very underwhelming rookie year. 6 picks out of Kendall Fuller. That could also be another dev up. 4 out of Jalen Ramsey, 2 out of Jordan Poyer, 2 out of Cam Smith, 1 out of David Long, and 1 out of Javon Holland. MVP goes to Aaron Rodgers. It had to go to a team in the same division as the team I was using. Tua Tagovailoa in 10th place. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC goes to Joe Mixon. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Max Crosby. No Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Keon Coleman, another team in the division. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, these rookies are going to be here for Rookie of the Year just because there's no way to change their experience and franchise. But yeah, it goes to Keon Coleman, no Dolphins. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Junior Colson for the Chargers. We came in 6th with Chop Robinson, though, which means we technically came in 2nd. Almost forgot to check the stats for the NFC, or the awards for the NFC. I forgot we're using 2 teams. Offensive Player of the Year NFC goes to Christian McCaffrey. No Giants, of course. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Michael Parsons. Again, no Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jaden Daniels. That's kind of scary. No Giants here as well. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jerzon Newton. Is Jerzon Newton on the Cowboys? Am I an idiot? No, I'm not an idiot. He literally plays for the Cowboys' rival. He got drafted by the Commanders. I guess the Commanders have Jonathan Allen and... God, I just rebuilt the Commanders and I can't remember the other guy's name. But I guess they released him because they technically don't need him, but that's really fucking stupid. We came in 9th place with Andrew Phillips. Like, bro, why would you make them cut a rookie? That's so dumb. Remember whenever I said it would be very easy if we usured the Ravens and the Cowboys? Guess who's in the Super Bowl this year? Nobody retires for the Dolphins, and nobody retires for the Giants as well. So I would definitely say that was a very unfortunate year one. Neither team made the playoffs. I actually really like what happened with the Giants. I think getting the #1 overall pick is going to be very helpful for us because there also weren't too many crazy quarterbacks in the draft. There were a couple round one talents. So we could even trade back, get some extra first round picks for the Giants. I think they're going to be fine. It's the Dolphins that I'm worried about because we don't even have money. Everybody's going to start regressing, and we can't even make the playoffs in year one. I'm sorry, I can't switch jerseys anymore. It's too much fucking work. I'm just going to keep the Dolphin jersey on the rest of the video. Does this even count as a Giants jersey, bro? It's so ghetto. Before the Dolphins, we have the 5th year for Jalen Waddle. We're actually going to be picking that up. We're not going to pick up... Ooh, but Jalen Phillips is only $5 million. Fuck it, let's pick him up. Let's pick it up, and then we could trade him in the future. Honestly, I think he'll go for a decent amount. We're going to lose Isaiah Wynn. Yeah, that's that. I think we could afford to re-sign him, but I'm not going to spend all of our money re-signing Isaiah Wynn. So no re-signings for the Dolphins other than 5th years. And then we're not going to re-sign Isaiah Hodgins for the Giants. He didn't even do anything, and he's not even interested in the team. And there's no other important names to re-sign. So the Giants will actually have some money to work with in free agency here. We have $30 million. Not the most, but we could definitely make something work here if there are some pretty good free agents. I actually wouldn't hate going for somebody like Bakhtiari. We do need a tackle. He's just so old. There's literally no point. Amari Cooper would be somebody good as well, but nobody's interested in playing for us because we did go 0-17. Yeah, there is literally 0 players that I'm interested in signing for either team. Any of the good players I wouldn't be able to afford with the Dolphins, and any good players on the Giants. There's no point in us signing like a veteran, and even if I wanted to, nobody is interested in playing for us. The first player to be interested for us is Marcus Peters, and he's 31 years old. So let's just get into the draft. But as I was saying earlier, there are a few good quarterbacks, or mainly just 2, out of Nick Davis and Calvin Glenn. Calvin Glenn is 22 years old out of Texas Tech, elite throw power. Sound like somebody familiar? A medium accuracy, A short accuracy, only C deep accuracy. Good awareness, good under pressure. He doesn't look insane. And then Nick Davis is 22 out of Maryland. Great throw power, great strength. B deep accuracy, A medium accuracy, A short accuracy. Good under pressure, good awareness, good break sack, good play action. They look very similar. I'm leaning Nick Davis. The only thing that's making me consider taking Calvin Glenn is his elite throw power, and it has us taking a speed rusher first overall. So we could trade down to 3. I think the Raiders will take Calvin Glenn, but I wonder if by trading down to 3, we could trade down to 4, honestly. Or no, because then we're not going to get a quarterback. Let me not be stupid. I do want to trade down. I'm not even sure if we'll get much by trading down only 2 picks, but considering it's for a quarterback and we're at #1, you would think the game would, have some sense. So I'm going to see if we can get anything by trading down with the Raiders. If not, we're just going to pick a quarterback at #1. Okay, I did not expect that to go through. We just traded the #1 overall pick for Colton Miller in the 3rd overall pick. I was not expecting that to go through. I was just trying to see how close it was going to get. We probably could have gotten more, but that's actually huge. We can move Evan Neal to guard. We have a new tackle. Oh my God, that's actually massive. And then for the Dolphins, the guy I really want is this left guard, Benji Donaldson. He's projected to go at 7. He's 22 years old out of TCU. He's elite strength, and everything is an A or B other than pass block, finesse, and injury. Yeah, I really want him. He's a top 5 talent. I don't know if we'll be able to get up to 7. We pick at 13. This could be doable. We don't need a speed rusher. Edge is like the last thing we need. We only got to trade up 6 picks for him. Should be doable. I'm kind of scared the mock draft's going to be lying and he's going to go like a pick before us. But I'm going to try to trade up with the Steelers. Maybe we have a player with like 1 year left on his deal, like one of our extra 10 edge rushers that we could throw in to try to get it. Damn, Bradley Chubb is on a 4-year deal. God damn. Or he's not on a 4-year deal, but he has 4 years left. So we're going to turn... Wait. Why does that say round 1 pick 14? Was I looking at the wrong mock draft? I almost just fucked up big time. No, he's projected to go 9 to the Dolphins, or to the Cardinals, and we pick at 15. Okay, that could have been really bad. We're going to trade up with the Cardinals instead. Dude, I just shit my pants a little bit. Number 15, and Shaq Barrett gets us up to number 9, so we should be able to get that guard for the Dolphins. So let's hop into the draft, and let's see what we can do. So it's actually not showing me what teams are taking, so that's great. I don't even know if, the other teams took the quarterback that I want for the Giants. But no, they did not, or only one of the quarterbacks is gone, so we're stuck with Nick Davis. I kind of preferred him anyway. He doesn't have elite throw power, so he may be just slightly lower overall, but he looks better all around. So Nick Davis, you are the new quarterback of the New York Giants. Hidden Dev, 93 throw power is still great. I bet that compares to the other quarterback because elite normally means like 94 to 97 sometimes. So I actually really like this pick. He looks like he's going to be a good overall. He even has 83 acceleration, 78 speed. I like that pick. That's the new quarterback of the New York Giants. Still can't see the pick, so I don't know if we traded up for nothing and if this guard got taken, but he didn't. Benji Donaldson is a top 5 talent, 22 years old at a TCU, elite strength, and you just look at this. This guy is about to be an 83 overall is my guess. Welcome to the Dolphins. Hidden Dev, 95 strength, 6'3", 333 pounds. Welcome. I'm actually very excited for that pick. I'm probably only going to do the first 2 picks for each team throughout the drafts just because I have to switch back and forth between every team, every pick. And I'm doing double the draft picks, and I don't want this video to be like 3 hours long. Who knows how long it's going to be. It actually kind of scares me. We obviously have the first overall pick in the second round for the Giants. There actually was a good tackle, so trading for that tackle actually really wasn't necessary, and I kind of regret it now because this guy looks really fucking good, and he has elite strength. Oh, I'm actually really upset. I mean, he is a power tackle. He's only 6'5". We could play him at guard. And then once we end up, you know, on the verge of losing one of our tackles, we have a replacement. I actually am going to take Anthony Medlock here. Only 22 out of OU. He looks really good, and I think he could play some guard as well. So welcome to the Giants, Anthony Medlock. Hidden Dev, 93 strength. Drafting some good O-linemen this video for both teams. I may go tackle for the Dolphins as well. Okay, I may do an extra pick for the Giants and take Jason Cleveland because he looks good and the Giants could use a safety. But I kind of think I'm going to go tackle for the Dolphins as well. Outside of Teron Armstead, O-line's pretty weak. And there's a good tackle left on the board. 21 out of USF. Not the craziest, you know, physicals, but his core attributes looks great. So Cal Fitzpatrick, welcome to the Dolphins. Another Hidden Dev, only 85 strength, but I think he's going to be good nonetheless. I am going to make one more pick for the Giants. I want to see if that safety's available, and then we'll get to the draft recap. Damn it, I think that safety I wanted is actually not here anymore. But there are some good running backs, and I think we could use one. And I like Jaquan Thomas more. A to C awareness, A ball carrier vision, B break tackle, carrying, stiff arm, and spin move. Could be our new potential franchise running back. Devin Singletary is pretty bad, so Jaquan Thomas, welcome to the Giants. Another Hidden Dev, 93 speed at 92 excel. I really wanted that safety, but I'm okay with how it went. Let's get to the draft recap, and we'll see how we did with both teams. You know, I have to switch to the Dolphins anyway to advance in the draft. I did 3 picks for the Giants. Let's just do 3 picks for the Dolphins. Sorry, I know this draft is getting dragged on, but I mean, like, if I have to switch to the Dolphins to end it, I might as well make their pick. I actually may take a receiver. Jalen Waddle, we just picked up his 5th year. We don't even have the money to re-sign the one we have. We may have to be ready for that to happen. And this guy's a deep threat. He could fit the scheme. George Tafoa, great strength, good speed. B catching traffic, B release, B awareness. Eric Terry looks pretty good as well. A spec catch, B release, B catching traffic. This guy's C to F awareness. That's a little scary. There's actually a pretty decent amount of good looking receivers here. You know what, Eric Terry, you may have C to F awareness, but everything else looks really good to me. I'm going to take a chance on you. Normal dev. Normally C to F awareness, you know, low awareness means bad dev trait, but he kind of fit the scheme. I think the other guy would have had a dev trait. I probably should have gone with him, but yeah, that was going to be all for this draft. Let's get to the draft recap and let's see how we did. I really hope my camera wasn't fuzzy that whole time, but I think I fixed it. But I believe I called Benji Donaldson's exact overall. He's an 83 overall. Fitzpatrick is a 73. Eric Terry's a 73, not a bad pick. And we got a 77 overall quarterback for the Giants. New starting quarterback, that's a great pick. Medlock's a 73. I wonder what overall he's going to be at guard. I believe that's where we're going to start him. And Jaquan Thomas is a 75 overall. We actually may as well start him. I don't think he's going to do better than Devin Singletary, but I think he's not going to do much worse, and we may as well get him developing while we get the chance. So here's how the offense is looking for the Dolphins. We moved Austin Jackson into the guard so we can start Fitzpatrick. We really vamped up this O-line. Donaldson is about to be a generational O-lineman. Everything else outside of that looks a little different, or looks pretty much the same, except Devon Achan's going to be the starting running back this year. And then I don't think there's really anything different about the defense. The CPU took us a hidden dev safety, so maybe when we lose Jordan Poyer, he'll be a starter. We'll probably be trading Jalen Phillips pretty soon. He's just so bad in this game, and I want Chop Robinson to start being able to develop. But Kendall Fuller did go up to superstar. I believe I called that, or I guess not called, but, you know, expected that to happen. And I believe that was the only dev up for the Dolphins. And Metlock actually ended up being a 75 overall at guard, so we made the right play there. I don't think we're going to move Evan Neal to guard. I don't think he's going to do any better than John Runyon. We may as well trade Evan Neal. We'll have to see what we want to do with that. But here's how the offense is looking. We're actually not going to start Thomas at running back just because Devin Singletary is 9 overalls higher, and having a high overall running back means a lot in franchise. And I want Davis to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and get a dev trait. And then the CPU took us a hidden dev D tackle, so we could even play him at the end. Let's see how big he is. Only 299 pounds. He'd actually be a great defensive end, because we obviously don't need a D tackle right now because we have Dexter Lawrence. So yeah, this is going to be how we run the defense. I actually think it looks pretty damn good. I think we could use a safety in one of the upcoming years. And Andrew Phillips actually went up to superstar. Yeah, let's hop into the year. Let's get to the midseason of year number 2. Let's see how both these teams are doing. I'm not sure how many years we're going to stop at the midseason because this video is probably going to take a while. So after this year, we may just be getting straight to the end of every year. But let's get to the midseason of year 2. Let's see how the teams are doing. Before we do hop into the year, though, we are going to be trading Evan Neal to the Titans and swapping a 5th rounder for their 3rd rounder. All right, and the New York Giants are 1-5 at the midseason with one of the last offenses in points per game and one of the last defenses as well. God, it sucks. Nick Davis is playing pretty terrible. 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Devin Singletary is not doing very good either. We probably will start Jaquan Thomas. We're already only 1-5. We may as well get him more involved in the offense. Malik Neighbors is doing a lot, though. 500 yards pretty much, 3 touchdowns, 380 yards for Darius Slayton, 5 touchdowns. O-line's playing pretty good. Andrew Thomas could be doing better. Colt Miller's doing, actually, they're both doing pretty good, and the interior's playing pretty great as well. And then are we getting to the quarterback at all? Kayvon Thibodeau with 3 sacks, 1.5 out of Dexter Lawrence. Brian Burns, can you do something, bro? I don't even think I can trade him. Like, I think he has the craziest cap hit if I do. 8 million cap hit? That doesn't sound right to me. I don't know. We're probably gonna have to trade him. Like, also, I just realized I didn't trade our 2nd and 5th round that we had last year. I should have not had those for Brian Burns, but it's too late now. So we have 40 million at the midseason to re-sign players. We have Darius Slayton, Azeez Ojulari. Honestly, again, I don't think I'm gonna re-sign any of these players. Azeez Ojulari is a backup. Darius Slayton's not doing that much. He's also not interested, and also a 79 overall who's almost 28 years old. So no re-signings for the Giants at the midseason. We do have a breakout linebacker, though, for the Giants. Thomas Quinn. I'm so dumb. We do have a breakout linebacker, though. Kayvon Thibodeau could go up to superstar. That'd be pretty big. God damn. Holy shit. However, the Dolphins are 5-2 at the midseason. Honestly, offense is doing pretty bad. Defense is doing pretty good. That's like the opposite of what I would have expected. Tua's not playing that great. 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Devon Achane's doing pretty good, though. 530 yards, 4.4 per carry, 6 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 420 yards, 3 touchdowns, 350 out of Jalen Waddle, a touchdown. Odell not doing the same as last year. O-line's doing pretty good, though. Fitzpatrick is doing okay as a rookie. Tron Armstead's doing great. And our rookie left guard has only allowed 2 sacks so far. 5.5 sacks out of Bradley Chubb, 3 to Zach Zeeler, 2.5 out of Jalen Phillips. High-key forgot to start Chop Robinson because I'm an idiot. Players we have ready to re-sign at the midseason for the Dolphins are Tua Tagovailoa, Javon Holland, David Long. Oh, this sucks. We literally can't afford Tua, and if we restructure deals to be able to afford him, we'll have no money the rest of the video. He wants a $287 million deal, and he's not interested in the team. So we actually are probably going to be moving on from Tua in this video. We'll re-sign Javon Holland. We can afford that. 5 years, $74 million, and he does take it. David Long, I mean, he's not interested either. If he takes 3 years, 22, we'll re-sign him. He does not. Kadir Kohu, I mean, we kind of have depth at corner right now. I don't think we need to re-sign him. We'll let him go or consider bringing him back at the end of the year. So that's going to be all the re-signings at the midseason for the Dolphins. And this is unfortunately probably going to be Tua's last year as a Dolphin. I would trade him because we could get a fuck ton of value out of that. However, we're on pace to have a good year here, so we may as well, keep it going. So we'll sim 1 week. We'll see if Kayvon Thibodeau hits his breakout, and then we'll get to the end of the year. We did win 34-17. There's probably a pretty good chance we hit this. Didn't have the game he was hoping he'd have, and it's his fault. All right, cool. We didn't hit the breakout. Let's get to the end of the year. Let's see how these teams finish off. And in year 2, the Miami Dolphins finished 12-5. Somehow don't win the division with that record, but they do make the playoffs. One of the worst offenses in the league, but one of the best defenses. Hopefully, at least we weren't turning the ball over, and we were just bad in yards. No, we were kind of turning the ball over. 3,200 yards out of Tua turned the ball over. 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I kind of lagged there for a second. Devon Achane was very good, though. 1,200 yards, 4.3 per carry, and 13 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 600 out of Jalen Waddle, 3 touchdowns. Jonnu Smith was pretty good. Odell Beckham was pretty good. Cal Fitzpatrick wasn't great as a rookie, but could have been a lot worse. Tron Armstead was good. Aaron Brewer, we actually said we were going to move on from him. He ended up being pretty decent. Benji Donaldson was good as a rookie. 135 tackles out of Anthony Walker. He leads the team. 15 TFLs out of Zach Sealer. 13 out of Jalen Phillips, 13 out of Tart, 10 out of Bradley Chubb, 12.5 sacks out of Bradley Chubb. That's what we needed. 6 out of Steeler, 5 out of Jalen Phillips, 3.5 out of Chop Robinson, 4 picks out of Jalen Ramsey, 2 out of Anthony Walker, 2 out of Jordan Brooks, and 2 out of Javon Holland. And the Giants finished with the opposite record at 5-12. Nick Davis was pretty awful. 4,100 yards is good. 27 touchdowns is pretty good. 21 interceptions, not very good. Jaquan Thomas was actually really good as a starting running back. 630 yards, 4 per carry, and 10 touchdowns. We probably should have started him all year. He probably could have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Malik Neighbors with a really good year, though. 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. 1,100 yards out of Darius Slayton and 8 touchdowns. 700 out of Wandale Robinson, 2 touchdowns. Colton Miller wasn't great. Andrew Thomas wasn't great. John Michael Schmitz was pretty bad. Everybody else I'd say was pretty good. Anthony Medlock, as a rookie, only allowed 1 sack. Bobby Okereke led the team in tackles with 141. Damn. 16 TFLs out of Dexter Lawrence, 13 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, 10 out of Brian Burns, 10 out of Jordan Phillips. 9 sacks out of Dexter Lawrence, 6 out of Brian Burns, 5.5 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, and 2 out of Jordan Phillips. 5 picks out of Bobby Okereke. Dude, he might be up there for Defensive Player of the Year. This is crazy. 3 picks out of Tyler Nubin, 2 out of Isaiah Simmons, 2 out of Deontay Banks, 1 out of Andrew Phillips, Jason Pinnock, and Darnay Holmes. I keep lagging, bro. MVP goes to Jalen Hurts. I believe there's no Dolphins or Giants up here. I know there isn't. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC goes to Rashee Rice. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Bradley Chubb at number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Calvin Glenn, the quarterback we passed up on. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. But no Dolphins. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dennis Mayberry for the Texans. No Dolphins. Offensive Player in the NFC goes to Brandon Ayuk. No Giants. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Derek Brown. No Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to... Okay, how? That... I'll take it. Goes to Nick Davis. We came in second with Jaquan Thomas. If we would have started him, he probably would have won it. But I'd rather Nick Davis get a dev up. We just need him to have a better year next year and we'll be fine. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jonathan Madden. Dude, imagine your name was that in real life and you were in the NFL. That'd be pretty badass. But no Giants. So hey, we may not have made the playoffs for the Giants, but I will take Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let's actually check what Nick Davis's dev trade is now, because it's going to go up because he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hopefully he has Superstar. That would be huge. Oh, he's going to go up to X Factor. Okay, no, let's fucking go. Okay, that is awesome. He's going to go up to X Factor. We already know our running back's capable of playing good. Now let's just focus on the playoffs for the Dolphins, and let's see if we can make a run here. One thing I am considering doing for the Dolphins is maybe like pulling a tag and trade next year for Tua. It would make us lose a lot of money just for next year, but for long term I think it'd be worth it. But let's just see how these playoffs go first. We're going against the 9-8 Colts here, the 14th offensive points per game, the 13th defense. We should win this game. We're higher overall. We had a better season. Let's just sim to the divisional and let's see if we beat the Colts here. Oh my god, I keep pressing ready to advance. I want to. And the Dolphins do win at 20-17 over the Colts. We're taking on the Bills in the divisional. They have the 10th offensive points per game and the number 1 defense. We have a hot opponent scenario here against the Bills. Not something you like to see. We're going to go with B comp. Ooh, I actually never go with insult opponent. We're going to do this here. It's a division rival. It'd be kind of fun. The Bills are playing well and are playing. All players will have plus 10 break tackle, play rec, and tackle. Your team loves the mental games and will have plus 5 break tackle, play rec, and tackle. So definitely, lost a little bit from that. They have plus 5 everything on us. But let's see if we can beat the Bills here. We have a higher overall team. We should have a chance. Let's sim to the AFC Championship. Let's see if we beat the Bills. And we actually do win 31-24. Your entire team earned plus 2,500 XP. That is very big for ending the Bills streak. We're taking on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Now, this is a scary game. 4th offensive points per game, the 6th defense. They do have 1 overall on us, but they went 15-2. I don't know. Let's just sim to the Super Bowl. There's always a chance, but it is the Chiefs, so we're probably going to lose here. And no, the Miami Dolphins are in the Super Bowl in year 2. And this could be huge for this challenge. And also, if we lose, it means we did all this for nothing and we're tanking our draft pick when we could potentially need a quarterback. Doesn't look like we got any dev trades on offense. But on defense, oh, I was about to say Bradley Chubb goes up to Superstar. I was going to try to pre-fire it, but he didn't, even though we got 12.5 sacks. I don't know. No dev ups on the whole team unless I missed like a star dev. Normally we would hop in and play the first drive, but we still have a whole other team of rebuilding in front of us and still technically the Dolphins as well. So let's send past this Super Bowl and let's see if the Dolphins beat the Cowboys. So we just tanked our draft pick for nothing. That's actually really frustrating. I was like, holy shit, we're about to get one team out of the way already. Nope. No retirements for the Dolphins. Fuck, Graham Gano retired. Maybe we don't tag and trade Tua. Maybe we just tag him straight up. Because David Long isn't that important, but we could also re-sign these guys and tag Tua. We're going to have no money, but I think by next year it should even out. I kind of think that's what we're going to do. We just made the Super Bowl with him. We may as well keep him around. Let's start off by trying to get back David Long. We're going to give him 3 years, $24 million. He's not interested in signing. That's fine. We can always replace him in the draft. We'll bring back Kader Kohu just because, Jalen Ramsey and Kendall Fuller are both already 30 years old. We're going to give him 2 years, $9.4 million. Now we got to tag Tua. This is going to be really expensive. I got to give him like a low ball offer so that we can tag him. This shouldn't be a thing, by the way. You should just be able to tag players. I shouldn't have to go and give him the worst offer of all time and then tag him. I should just be able to franchise tag him. Like, this shit's so annoying. But yeah, Tua, are you interested in 4 years, 100 million? Yeah, I didn't think so. But how much is the tag going to be? My guess is going to be 65 million. Oh, 56. That's actually not that bad. That's very doable. We do have negative 31 million. But we kept the team together, and that's all that really matters. But for the Giants, we have the 5th year for Kayvon Thibodeau. We'll go ahead and pick that up. We're going to let Darius... Oh, he actually had a good year, but he's not interested. So we're going to have to overpay for him. We're going to let him go. Same with Azeez Ojulari. Yeah, we're actually not going to re-sign anybody else here for the Giants. So for the Giants, we're going to have 64 million to work with in free agency. We just need some actual free agents to be available, and that would be great. Especially like a weapon for Daniel Jones. He has Malik Neighbors, but we need to get him another insane weapon. So let's see who's available here. Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd love to throw to Joel Bitonio. We don't even need a line anymore. Wyatt Teller's not going to do anything for us. I think we're once again going to be going for absolutely nobody in free agency. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get to the draft. Free agency sucks. Let's just get to the draft. All right, it's a new day. I'm not exactly sure where we are. I'm pretty sure we're going into the draft of year 3 currently. I'm pretty sure we just lost a Super Bowl with the Dolphins. We finished 5-12 with the Giants. We have a very good draft pick. I gotta keep this hat on, bro. I need a haircut. But for the Giants draft pick, I have a pretty good idea on who I want to take. There are 2 top 5 talent safeties, and safety is one of our biggest holes for the Giants right now. We have Jaquaylin Newton, only 22 out of Notre Dame, 6'3", great strength, great change of direction. A lot of A's and B's. His only things that aren't an A or B are finesse moves and kick returns. So I think we're not too worried about that. And then Casey Flowers is also 22 years old, 5'11", elite agility. And then his only things that are an A or B are finesse moves, stamina, and injury. So I definitely like the first guy more. If Jaquaylin Newton is available for us at pick, I don't know where we pick, but if he's available, we'll take him. If the other guy's available, we'll take the other safety. But let's just go ahead and hop into the draft here. So neither of the safeties have been picked yet. We pick at number 6. The voices are kind of telling me to trade back a little bit and then take one of the safeties, but they're top 5 talents. We may as well just take one, and I definitely like Jaquaylin Newton more. So welcome to the Giants. We're going to move him to free safety most likely. I don't know. He has a run support safety. Maybe we move Tyler Nube into free safety. We'll just figure out what we want to do there. I don't think it'll matter too much, but Jaquaylin Newton, welcome to the Giants. Hidden Dev, 85 speed, 85 excel, 89 change of direction. He's a top 5 talent, so I'm betting he's at least an 80 overall. And normally safeties are higher overalls, you know, in these draft classes. And then for the Dolphins, I actually don't necessarily know what we're going to take. We scouted a lot of quarterbacks because I was worried we were going to lose Tua. We have such little money for the Dolphins. I'm almost considering trading this pick back. And I mean, I could cheese it, and if there's a good receiver, trade back with the Giants and get the Giants a good receiver because we need one over there. Although there's not really any good receivers. This guy looks okay, but he has F catching, so like how are you an NFL receiver? So for the Dolphins, we could definitely use a center or a tight end on offense. And then the defense actually looks pretty good. We could use another D lineman, but I don't think that's, you know, first priority. We'll look to see if there's like a tight end or a center. But there's a good chance we trade back here. We have such a late pick, I don't think we're going to be able to get much here that we couldn't get, you know, in the second round. So like there is one good center. Jamie Gutierrez. 22 out of A&M, only decent strength though, so like I'd rather my center not only have decent strength. Yeah, there's honestly really nobody I'm interested in here for the Dolphins. There's some good corners on the board. Kerry Hole and Kevin Scruggs both look great. I don't think we need corner for either team, but our corners are getting older here on the Dolphins, and we also don't have much money. So I mean, it can't hurt to take a corner because we're gonna lose Jalen Ramsey and Kendall Fuller at some point. I actually think we will take one of those corners here. So Kerry Hole's 22, solid speed, elite agility, B-man, B-press, B-zone, only C play rec. And then Kevin Scruggs is 23 years old, but he has elite speed, elite agility, A-man coverage, A-press, B-zone. Okay, yeah, let's go with Kevin Scruggs. He has 23, which kind of sucks, but he looks pretty damn good. And I mean, he has elite speed, so he fits the Dolphins. Let's take him. Only normal dev. He is 23. I guess I could have expected that, but that kind of sucks. I'm almost wondering if there's a receiver that we could trade the second round pick for the Giants. Because outside of Malik Neighbors, we don't have many weapons. Darren Waller's down to an 80 overall. We could also definitely use to add to the O-line a little bit. I'm pretty sure Thomas had a good year last year, but he's a 77 overall. We could also use a running back. I'd really like to take a receiver. There's just not many draftable receivers, and I really like how the defense looks other than, you know, one missing D lineman. We could also use a corner for this team. But our corners are also already pretty young, so I don't feel like drafting a corner. Unless that other one that we were looking at with the Dolphins is available, I would consider taking it. He actually is still here. He looks pretty damn good too. I don't know what to do. I mean, I kind of like Corey Parker. We need help on the D-line. He's a 21-year-old run stopper, great strength, good acceleration, B power moves, block shedding, A play rec, A tackle. I kind of like Corey Parker. I think he's more of a positional need for this team as well. So we're going to go with Corey Parker here in the second round. Damn it, we drafted another normal dev. He's probably going to start anyways because our DN was like a 66 overall. For the Dolphins here, I may also go with a safety. Jordan Poyer's down to like an 80 overall, and he's aging. Robert Byers is only 21 years old out of Oregon. He has elite strength, A pursuit, hit power, tackle, and block shedding. I think that's good enough for me. Let's take Robert Byers. Hidden dev, 84 speed, 85 excel. I actually think that's going to be a pretty good pick from us, you know, long term. Kerry Hole still is available here with our pick for the Giants. There is a tight end. I'm hoping this guy falls to our next pick with the Dolphins. I doubt it, though. How does Cole Jackson look? 21 years old, elite strength and jumping, B release, and that's about it. This guy really could have a depth trade just looking at this, but I don't want to waste a pick when there's a really good corner left on the board. Because I think Kerry Hole is a safer pick, but I think Cole Jackson has a good chance of having a depth trade, although he doesn't look that good. But let's go with the smarter pick. Let's go with Kerry Hole. He looks better. Yeah, he looks pretty good, so let's take him. Hidden dev, 90 speed, 93 excel. We could have taken that corner for the Dolphins, but, I mean, we ended up getting both of them for one for each team, so my game's literally broken, dude. And we actually have another pick at 6 overall here in the third round for the Giants, so we could take a chance on that receiver, honestly. Like, I get he doesn't look that good, but I really think he has a chance of having a dev trait, and that's really what matters the most because he'll be able to develop pretty well. I'm going to take a chance on Cole Jackson here. I fucking called it. Hidden dev, 93 speed at 6'5". I will definitely take that. And it's not looking like that tight end is available here for us on the Dolphins. There are some pretty decent looking tight ends. Eric Wilson isn't very scouted. He's 21 out of Ohio State. Elite speed and agility, A spec catch and catch in traffic, B break tackle. He looks pretty damn good. Tight ends always have normal dev, so I'm not expecting a dev trait here, but I like Eric Wilson, so we're going to draft him here for the Dolphins. And I lied. He has hidden dev, 87 speed, 87 agility. I think he'll fit the team pretty well. So I just figured out I didn't even have to switch teams every single time while drafting, so now I'm a little frustrated because I've wasted so much time doing that this video. We need help on the O-line for the Giants. This is a power tackle, so he can play tackle, he can play guard, and he has elite strength. So we're going to go with Phillip Bryant here for the Giants. Hidden dev, 93 strength. I think that's a good pick. He'll make one more pick for the Dolphins. I want to try to get some sort of interior lineman that we can hopefully play like at center because we got a pretty big hole there. And I'm thinking our best bet's just going to be Darius Capers. He's obviously nothing crazy. We're pretty late into the draft. But if he has a dev trait, we'll start him at center. So let's just see what happens. Holy shit, he actually hit hidden dev. That guy's probably like a 65 overall, but I'll take a dev trait any day of the week. Let's get to the draft recap. Let's see how we did for both teams. And I would actually say we did pretty damn good this draft. We got a 78 overall corner in the first round for the Dolphins. The safety we took is a 74. The tight end is a 74. The right guard actually ended up being better than I thought. He was a 71 overall. CPU took us a D tackle out of Clemson, 70 overall. And then the safety we took for the Giants is an 81 overall. He's going to be a day one starter. Corey Parker wasn't a great pick, only a 71 overall, and I believe he was normal dev. Kerry Hole was a 76. That was definitely good value for the third round. Cole Jackson's a 72. We'll start him on the receiving core. And Phillip Bryant was great value, a 73 overall tackle in the fourth round who can play guard or anywhere else. So I think that was a very successful draft for both teams. So I believe we're currently going into year 3. Here's how the offense looks for the Giants. We're going to start Devin Singletary again this year. He's 5 overalls higher. We may as well. If he's bad at the midseason, we'll start Thomas. We'll have to see. We added Jackson to the receiving core. I think he's going to be a good pair with Malik Neighbors. We're going to start Brian on the O-line at right guard. He is a lower overall than John Runyon, but I mean, he has a dev trait, so he's going to develop faster. And then the defense looks pretty good as well. Parker is going to start on the D-line, even though he doesn't have a dev trait. And then we're going to start Tyler Newman at free safety, and we're going to start Newton at strong safety. I believe that's how we're going to do it. Looks like the CPU took us a hidden dev linebacker, but it's not like he has much use for us here. I think the team's coming together very well for the Giants. We just need these players to perform pretty well and keep developing, and we'll be set. And here's how the roster looks for the Dolphins. We're going to be starting Capers at center. He's only a 69, but he's our highest overall center. We'll start Wilson at tight end this year. I may even run Kansas City offense just so we can get him some yards, because whatever his dev trait is, if he gets like 1,000 yards, he'll get a dev up and go up even higher. But I'm really liking how the offense is piecing together here for the Dolphins. And the defense also looks pretty good as well. It might be time to trade Jalen Phillips. We'll consider doing that at the midseason. I really want to get Chop Robinson more involved on this defense. But we got a replacement for Jordan Poyer once we lose him. I thought we had drafted a corner too. I think it was Scruggs. I think he just had normal dev. I think that's where I'm mistaken. But yeah, we'll see. I think Jalen Phillips' contract might be up at the midseason, and if he's playing as shit as he normally is, we'll probably trade him and start Chop Robinson the rest of the year. But with all of that being said, let's get to the midseason and see how both these teams are doing. I feel like my camera's making me look like compressed. Like, look how like I don't know, like, does my door look short or am I, like, tweaking? And the Miami Dolphins are 7-0 at the midseason. That is crazy. I didn't even change our offensive playbook. I left it as a Dolphins because we were such a scheme fit for the scheme we were running. First offense points per game, the number 4 defense. I'm sure now that Jalen Phillips' contract year is up, he's going to be playing great. Also, I don't even think we'll be able to trade him away because we're so far in the negative, which is so stupid. But Tua, 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Devon Achane, 620 yards, 4.4 per carry, 6 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle's the leading receiver with 440 yards, 400 out of Odell, 400 out of Tyreek Hill. O-line's actually holding up really good for the Dolphins. And then defensively, 7 sacks out of Jalen Phillips. I told you, once his contract year came up, he was going to be playing like a dog. That's great. It's not like we can trade him anyway. I don't think we can re-sign him either. Let's check the re-signings we have. We're not going to be able to pay anyone right now. We have negative $27 million, which means that we may have to move on from Tua next year. I don't know how many times we can just tag him until... Wait, it says we have $79 million now. Well, Jalen Phillips isn't even interested. Should I trade him? He's having such a good year, but I think Chop Robinson will do just as good and he'll develop faster. Let's see what we can get out of him, and then we'll consider trading him. Oh, I can't trade him because it says we have negative money when I go to trade him. So, I don't understand. Do we have negative money or positive money? Like, what is going on? Can we afford to re-sign Tua? We can. Let's give him a 5-year, $256 million deal so we can just stop worrying about having to pay him, and he takes it. And then I think we're going to re-sign Jalen Waddle next. I think he brings more to the team than Jalen Ramsey does as of right now. So we'll give Jalen Waddle 4 years, $79 million, and he's happy to re-sign. We may even be able to afford Jalen Ramsey. We cannot. Okay. So we'll have to see if we can afford any of these guys at the end of the year. I'm very glad we drafted a corner because we're losing some big names this year. Also glad we drafted a safety because I'm not going to pay Jordan Poyer. I don't get how it says we have money, but it also says we don't have money. Like, I really want to trade Jalen Phillips, but I can't. So cool. And the Giants are doing okay. We are 3-3. We have one of the worst offenses in the league. That's great. We have a good defense, at least. Is it our quarterback again? Nick Davis. Yeah, he's not playing great. 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. God. Devin Singletary's not playing great. I don't think it's bad enough to bench him, but I don't know how long we're going to keep him as a starter. Darren Waller's the leading receiver. Wandale Robinson next. This is so dumb. Malik Neighbors is the lowest. O-line's not playing great. I don't know why Andrew Thomas is allowing 7 sacks. And then 2.5 sacks out of Dexter Lawrence, 2.5 out of Brian Burns. Brian Burns has been so bad for us this video. I really just want to trade him. 16 players ready to negotiate for the Giants. We have to re-sign Devin Singletary, Cordell Flott, Colton Miller, Isaiah Simmons. Literally nobody is interested in playing for us. Let's at least try to re-sign the important players. We don't really need to re-sign Cordell Flott. I think I'm going to be okay with losing him. Plus, he's not interested. Colton Miller isn't interested, but he's somebody I really want back. So hopefully he'll take a 4-year, $92 million deal. And he does take it, thank God. Isaiah Simmons isn't very good in real life, but he's really good in Madden. So we're going to try to get him 4 years, $28 million. He's also happy to re-sign. So even though they're not interested, we're able to re-sign these players. And I think that's going to be everybody we re-sign here for the Giants. So I think the Dolphins have a pretty good chance of getting their Super Bowl this year. We need the Giants to step it up. So maybe they can go like 9-8, sneak into the playoffs, and, you know, meet the Dolphins somehow in the Super Bowl. We're going to change back to the Bengals offensive playbook for the Giants. I switched to the Chiefs. It didn't really change anything. So let's just get to the end of the year. Let's see how both of these teams finish out. Hopefully somebody can get a Super Bowl here pretty soon. This video is going to be so long. And after starting 7-0, we only finished 11-6 with the Dolphins, which means we went like 4-6 on the back half of the year, which isn't great. We still had one of the best offenses in the league. Defense definitely fell off a little bit in the second half of the year. But Tua may have won MVP this year. 4,200 yards, 40 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. Devon Achane was great. 1,300 yards, 4.6 per carry, and 13 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill finishes with 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Odell with a 1,000-yard season, 11 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 930 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Eric Wilson as a rookie was pretty good, 730 yards, 5 touchdowns. O-line did not finish very good for the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick wasn't great. Everybody else I would say was pretty decent, though. Anthony Walker led the team in tackles with 120, 14 TFLs out of Zach Sealer, 12 out of Jalen Phillips, 12 out of Tier Tart, and 10 out of Bradley Chubb. Jalen Phillips with 11 sacks, 9 out of Bradley Chubb, 7.5 out of Zealer. We got 4 picks out of Jordan Poyer, 3 out of Javon Holland, 2 out of Jalen Ramsey, 2 out of Kendall Fuller, and 1 out of Kevin Scruggs. Okay, the Giants did make the playoffs. They do unfortunately have to take on the Cowboys here in the wildcard round, but we finished 10-7. 15th offensive points per game, not great. Defense stayed pretty good throughout the season in terms, you know, of points per game at least. Nick Davis finished out the season pretty strong, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 9 picks. This kind of sucks, or it doesn't suck. It's obviously good, but I was kind of scouting quarterbacks because I was worried this guy was going to be a bust, but he kind of figured it out. Devin Singletary honestly had a pretty damn good year. He could go up to superstar for this, which would be huge. 1,000 yards, 3.7 per carry, and 19 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 800 out of Wan'Dale Robinson, 3 touchdowns, 860 yards out of Cole Jackson, and 8 touchdowns as a rookie. This could be offensive rookie of the year numbers. We'll have to see. 800 yards out of Darren Waller, 8 touchdowns. And Andrew Thomas wasn't great. Colton Miller was pretty good. Everybody else was okay. Phillip Bryant wasn't great as a rookie, and he allowed 6 sacks from guard. Isaiah Simmons led the team in tackles with 132, 18 TFLs out of Brian Burns, 16 out of Dexter Lawrence, 13 out of Corey Parker as a rookie. 9 sacks out of Brian Burns, not great, but definitely his best season so far. 8.5 out of Dexter Lawrence, 6.5 out of Thibodeau, and 4 out of Corey Parker. Probably not defensive rookie of the year numbers, but still pretty good. 4 picks out of Kerry Holt. This could be defensive rookie of the year. 71 tackles, a TFL, 4 picks. 2 out of Bobby Okereke, 2 out of Isaiah Simmons, and 1 out of Tyler Nubin. The Tua win MVP, though. Tua came in 5th for MVP with 40 touchdowns and 3 picks. That's just insane. Offensive Player of the Year AFC goes to Rashee Rice. Tua in number 10. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. No Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Quincy Russell for the Raiders. We came in 2nd with Eric Wilson. You know, got to come in 2nd at least once a video. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to AJ Smith for the Chargers. And we came in 9th with Kevin Scruggs. Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC goes to Cooper Kupp. No Giants. Defensive Player of the Year goes to DeMarcus Lawrence. No Giants here either. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Tyson Parrish. We came in 2nd again for Rookie of the Year. That's great. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, we won with Kerry Holt, so that's huge. We also came in 2nd with Corey Parker. I would have liked to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. That would have been huge for our receiving core, but I guess, like, at least we won Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'll take it. But I'm telling you, I come in 2nd place for the Rookie of the Year awards for time. I don't know if I'm sitting too close to the camera or something, but I literally feel like I look like scrunched down. However, we have a wild card game for both teams to get into. We're taking on the Cowboys in the wild card with the Giants. I believe the Dolphins were taking on... Actually, I can just check. The Dolphins will be taking on the Raiders. Damn, the Dolphins finished with the 7 seed. And we were 7-0. The Giants finished a higher... Whatever, bro. Let's just send past this wild card round. Let's see if either team can get a win here. I'm hoping we could both get a win. That would be huge. And no, we do unfortunately lose with the Giants. I kind of figured so. We were playing against the Cowboys. But it looks like the Dolphins did upset the Raiders by 1 point and will be taking on the Ravens in the divisional round. But yeah, I will say the Giants making the playoffs is a huge step, so we are getting closer. So let's just send past the divisional against the Ravens. We'll probably lose this game. The Ravens are really good in simulation, like one of the best teams. And we do unfortunately lose 29-22. And both of the teams we lost to in the playoffs end up going to the Super Bowl, 31-28 Cowboys-Ravens. I'm pretty sure we've already had the Super Bowl this video, so it's going to get annoying. Jordan Poyer and Teron Armstead both retired. Fuck. We have a replacement for Jordan Poyer, but not for Teron Armstead. We'll have to draft a tackle this year. No retirements for the Giants, at least. I guess we'll take that. But losing Teron Armstead definitely sucks. But we have $23 million to work with here for the Dolphins. I don't even think that's going to be enough to re-sign Jalen Ramsey. It's like barely not enough. We could try to offer him like all of our money. We won't get Kendall Fuller back. We'll lose Jalen Phillips, but I don't think we'd re-sign. I don't think we could afford him anyway. We're going to lose Jordan Brooks as well. Tier Tart, Odell. We're going to lose a few people, but I am going to offer Jalen Ramsey like all of our money. 1 year, $23 million, literally like all of our money, and he takes it. I would sure hope so. We have $190K left for the Dolphins, and we're going to lose Kendall Fuller, Jalen Phillips, who we do have a replacement for in Chop Robinson. We drafted a corner last year for Kendall Fuller. We can always draft a linebacker. They're pretty easy to hit on. We will lose Tier Tart, unfortunately. We'll lose Anthony Walker. Wow. Dolphins are taking a hit this year. This is going to be so fucking hard. For the Giants, we have the 5th year for Deontay Banks. We'll go ahead and just pick this up. $17 million is a little expensive, but not too worried about it. Devin Singletary did have a good year. I just don't want to pay him like too much, so I'll offer him like 2 years, $15 million, and he does take it. So after that contract, we'll probably move on. I think we're gonna let go of Cordell Flott. We don't have much use for him right now, and I'd rather just hold on to this money for free agency. John Runyon wasn't even a starter this year. We can let him go, and I think everybody else is kind of just depth. Chase McLaughlin isn't interested. I'm not gonna overpay for a kicker, so. Let's get to free agency. If we could get some big free agency signings here for the Giants, that would be huge because this team just made the playoffs. We need to just try to get over that hump so that we can make a push. So hopefully there's some big free agents we can sign here. Maybe a receiver to, add to this receiving core. I'm not sure what we want to do. Darren Waller went up to superstar and one of his last years, only a 78 overall. I would really like to be able to pick up a receiver here for the Giants, maybe another D lineman. Although I think the defense is good as of now. We need the defense is actually fine. Hull actually had a superstar, so that's good. But yeah, if there's a receiver here, we're gonna pay them. Like, we're gonna pay them a bag. So let's just cross our fingers that we see a good receiver here. Even if they're old, I don't care. And it's literally all O-linemen. The best receiver is Tyler Lockett. The thing is, we don't really have many positions to replace right now. We have a future replacement for Darren Waller. Our O-line has depth. and we could always draft those in the later picks. I'm kind of thinking we're going to trade our first round pick this year from the Giants for a receiver, add to this receiving core, give our quarterback more weapons, and I think we'll be good. Even though we didn't have any money for the Dolphins, I am going to switch over and check, because sometimes when you send to free agency, you'll gain some money. And yeah, we have $24 million to work with in free agency, and there were some O-linemen, and we need a tackle here for the Dolphins. So do we want Ronnie Stanley, Bakhtiari, Trent Brown? Ronnie Stanley's probably going to be the best bet. He's very hit or miss in simulation. So let's check out his stats so far in the year. He was very good for Baltimore. So we kind of have to offer him like almost all of our money, but we are one of his only offers. So we'll lower this just a little bit. If he gets more offers, we'll offer him more money. We're going to give him a year. I didn't even see the offer, but let's try to see if we can get Ronnie Stanley, I guess. We could maybe try to get a... No, we can't try to get a linebacker. We don't have any money. Come on, Ronnie Stanley. Just take this offer. He's still not getting offered, so that's good. And he does sign with us. So we replace tackle for the Dolphins. That is very huge. It's going to make our draft easier. We won't have to use our first-round pick on a tackle. Now we got to find a receiver that we could trade our first-round pick for the Giants. Not going to be a crazy receiver, because I'm going to try to only trade the first-rounder, maybe, you know, a couple late picks. So don't expect like a Brandon Ayuk or a, you know, CeeDee Lamb type of player. This is one of the most tedious videos I've ever recorded. Like, God. You guys, if you are here right now, you better like the video. No, let me not say it like that. Please like the video. This shit has taken so long. I'm only going into year 4, and like total time of recording, I'm probably been like 5 hours. So just, if you're watching, thank you so much. You mean so much to me. Please like the video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, we're going to try to trade for a receiver here for the Giants. If we could add one more receiver to this receiving core, I think we would be set. 19 also isn't that late of a pick either. Mike Evans, nah, I don't want a 33-year-old. Like, I like that offer, but not Mike Evans. It's a little too old. Somebody that'll be here for more than like 2 years, you know? We're getting offered Nico Collins. It just bothers me that he's normal dev. I could change it, but that'd be kind of unfair because the Texans have been using him at normal this whole time. He's also already 27. That's not the problem, actually. Him being 27 doesn't really affect anything. It's mainly just him being normal dev. He shouldn't have normal dev. I think they also updated it, but in these rosters, like, the dev traits aren't updated, I guess. So we actually don't even end up trading our first round pick. We're just going to trade a second and a fourth for Jaden Reed. I think that's going to be big. And we still have Daniel Jones on the roster. I think we might be to the point where we can trade him without having a huge penalty. So it might be time to do that. I'm sure we can only get like a 4th round pick out of him or something like that. Let me make sure. I want to try to check what the penalty is for trading him. I know there's a way to do it. I just never checked this. I think it's in here. Daniel Jones. It's a $47 penalty. Not $47, $47 million. I don't know. We'll figure this out later. We're not going to trade him right now. But that makes this Giants offense look so much better. We got Malik Neighbors. We got Jackson from last year. Now we have Jaden Reed. Gives us room to draft whatever we want. We don't need a guard because we'll just play Brian at guard. Maybe we draft like a running back or something this year. Thomas is up to an 80 overall, so I think we're actually fine there. I don't know what we're going to draft for the Giants. We could draft another D lineman probably. We'll just have to see what's available. Let's just hop into the draft here, dude. I think it's going pretty good so far. I honestly don't see anybody I want to draft for the Giants, if I'm being honest. You know what? We're going to trade this first round pick to the Vikings for a first and a second round pick next year. Don't really know what I'm going to do with the pick now. I think I'd rather have a first and a second next year from the Vikings, who are normally pretty bad in simulation anyway. Now for the Dolphins, we have a lot of positions of need, so we will be holding on to this first round pick. I just accidentally skipped it. At least they took a linebacker, but holy shit, I'm such an idiot. Ugh! We kind of need a third receiver for the Dolphins. We could take one of those, but I wouldn't hate just starting Terry for this year. We only drafted one linebacker. We could use another. We could use a D tackle and a D end. So let's just focus on the defense. Yeah, fuck a receiver. Seantrel Bell doesn't look insane. He's only 21 though, and he has great strength. The one thing that's getting me is A, block shedding. He also has A, pursuit, play rec, B, awareness. He actually does look pretty good. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with Seantrel Bell here. God. For the Giants, I'm probably just gonna kind of go like best player on the board. Not really focus on position. There is a pretty good tight end. I think this is kind of like a throwaway pick if I take this guy, though. But A, medium route catching traffic, run block. I just know this guy's going to have normal. I don't feel like the pick's going to be worth it. We'll probably just go with, like, Chase Kendricks. 22 years old, great strength, elite excel. Not the best pass blocker, but everything else looks pretty good. So let's just go with Chase Kendricks. Hidden dev, 91 strength. I'll take it. And then for the last pick in the draft, the Dolphins' 3rd rounder. We need another linebacker, so let's just get one of those. Garrett Harrison, 21 out of Auburn, elite speed, B zone coverage, A awareness, B stamina. Jalil Moreland's 21 out of Stanford, elite jumping, great strength. They look very similar. I'm just going to go with the guy with elite speed because we're the Dolphins, so fuck it. Hidden dev, 90 speed, 89 excel. I'll take it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this draft. Let's sim to the draft recap. We'll let the CPU take over from here. Let's see how we did for each team. Our draft for the Dolphins actually wasn't bad. The CPU pick in the first round was 75 overall linebacker. Don't know how a 73 overall D-end, that was this athletic, is normal dev. Other linebacker we took was pretty good as well. The Giants draft was very underwhelming. We didn't have many picks, but the one pick we did make was pretty freaking good. A 75 overall hidden dev at left guard. So the Dolphins definitely took a hit this offseason. Not looking as good, but we still look pretty good. Wilson went up to superstar this past year. Still have a pretty good offense. It's a defense that isn't looking so good. This D-line is a little scary. Corners is also a little bit scary. Not too bad, though. Got 2 rookie linebackers as well. God. Yeah, I'm very worried about how this season's going to go for the Dolphins here. The Giants, on the other hand, I actually am pretty hopeful for. Got 3 pretty decent tight ends, honestly. No, Bryant's an O-lineman. He's a 76 overall tight end. But we have 2 pretty decent tight ends. Made the receiving core look a lot better by adding Jaden Reed to it. Devin Singletary's up to an 86 with morale. And then this defense is actually piecing together very well. We got to move Tyler Nubin over to free safety so it doesn't, not have him starting there. But yeah, I actually really like how this defense is piecing together here for the Giants. Yeah, not much else to do besides hop into year 4. This video is starting to take a toll on me. I might have to take a break after this season. Come back later today or the next day because I definitely have to record this video in segments because this shit takes forever. And holy God, this is so hard. Let's just get to the midseason of year 4. Wish me luck. Who knows? Maybe this is the year. The Dolphins are 4-3 at the midseason, coming off a 27-0 win over the Cardinals. 13th offensive points per game. We do have the 5th offense in passing yards, the number 2 defensive points per game with the number 3 defense in rushing yards. 22 players ready to negotiate, though. You never like to see that. We have $120 million, though, to re-sign Jalen Ramsey, Chop Robinson, Devon Achane, Tyreek Hill, Cam Smith, Ronnie Stanley. We got some pretty big names here. We'll just start off with Jalen Ramsey. We'll give him, I honestly wouldn't mind paying him for 2 more years. He took the last deal, so maybe he'll take 2 years, 47. He's happy to re-sign. We'll go with Chop Robinson next. We'll give him 5 years, $97 million. He also re-signs. Devon Achane, we definitely want back. 4 years, $34 million. He's excited to stay with the team. Tyreek Hill is aging, but, I would always love to have Tyreek Hill back. 2 years, $58 million. He's also excited to stay with the team. Cam Smith will consider re-signing at the end of the year. He's not interested, so we'd have to overpay. Kader Kohu is actually interested, so we'll go and re-sign him for 2 years, $7.4 million. He re-signs. Ronnie Stanley, how is he doing? I think we said the O-line was doing good so far. Yeah, he's only allowed 2 sacks so far in the year, so I will definitely bring back Ronnie Stanley for another year. $24 million. That is expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. And then just for cap room reasons, we're going to wait till the end of the year for Zach Sealer and Cam Smith. But I'm glad we finally have some money here for the Dolphins. And not only are the New York Giants 5-2, we are coming off a breakout quarterback, so we'll have to see if our quarterback hits that. We have the 19th offensive points per game with the 3rd offensive passing yards, 17th defensive points per game. We have the number 7 defense and passing yards. And pass rush, oh my God, Brian Burns has 9 sacks for 7 games. So glad we didn't trade him. He finally learned how to play football. Dude, we have like almost 30 sacks. 15, 20 and a half, 25 and a half, 26 and a half, 27 sacks through 7 games. Oh my God. We're averaging like 3.5 sacks a game. That is insane. The Giants are coming. Pause. But to renegotiate for the Giants, we have $122 million to re-sign Malik Neighbors, Andrew Phillips, Tyler Nubin, Kayvon Thibodeau, Jaden Reed, Bobby Okereke. We got some big names here. We'll start off with Malik Neighbors. We're going to give him big shmoney. Actually, apparently Malik Neighbors is only worth 4 years, $67 million, so he's on the fence. Okay, suck my balls. Andrew Phillips, I'd definitely like to have back. He's not very interested, but even very player-friendly is very cheap. 4 years, $24 million, and he's happy to re-sign. Tyler Nubin will bring back as well. This is also pretty cheap. 3 years, $13 million. He's happy to re-sign. Kayvon Thibodeau's been doing pretty good. Oh, my God. Kayvon Thibodeau's been doing pretty good for us, so we'll offer him 4 years, $64 million. He wants to say yes, but he can't fully commit right now, so we now not re-sign Malik Neighbors or Kayvon Thibodeau. We have to sim to next week to see if we hit the breakout anyway, so we'll just re-sign them there. We'll bring back Jaden Reed, 3. I kind of want it for 4 years. We'll give him 4 years, $44 million. He's happy to re-sign. He actually that wasn't even the one that popped up, but I just said it. Okereke, this is kind of overpaying for somebody at his age. If he takes 2 years, I'll give it to him, $28 million. He's excited to stay. And then we'll wait on everybody else till the end of the year, except Daniel Jones' contract is up, so we will be trading him. I don't think we'll get much out of him, but I mean, it can't hurt. Let's just see who has the worst quarterback in the league, and we'll trade it. Oh, I think he'd be a starter for the Bears. What happened to Caleb Williams? I don't know. Give me a 3rd rounder for Daniel Jones, though. Okay. Get scammed. Get scammed, Bears. All right, but we have a breakout quarterback. It would be pretty big if, I think his name's Nick Davis, could go up to X Factor. That would be huge. Yeah, his name is Nick Davis, so I think it's like 350 yards, no, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns to get superstar X Factor. I honestly doubt it, but it's definitely possible. So let's just go ahead and sim 1 week. We'll see if we hit the breakout, and we'll re-sign the contracts that we missed out on. We did win the game 23-21. I doubt that was enough to get the breakout. We'll still go ahead and check just to be sure. And yeah, we did not hit the breakout. We'll go ahead and re-sign Malik Neighbors and Kayvon Thibodeau. Malik Neighbors said he was on the fence. Let's just give him 4 years, $70 million, and he re-signs. Definitely would be worth more at this point in real life. And then Kayvon Thibodeau, will give him 4 years, $66 million, and he's happy to re-sign. So let's get to the end of the year. I think we have a good chance for both teams to make the playoffs here. Just hopefully that's actually the case. And the Dolphins finished 8-9 and missed the playoffs. God! Thanks for selling Dolphins, because I'm pretty damn sure that the Giants had a good year and the Dolphins sold. Dude, the Giants were 7-2. The Giants were 7-2. What? Look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We went on a 5-game winning streak, lost 2, and then 1, 2. So we were 7-2. Then we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. God! 21 TFLs out of Brian Burns. God damn, he was so good this year. 14 out of Dexter Lawrence. 13 out of Corey Parker. 11 out of Kayvon Thibodeau. Look how good our defense did, bro. We had 4 players with over 10 sacks when we missed the playoffs. 18.5 out of Brian Burns, 10.5 out of Corey Parker, 10.5 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, and 10 out of Dexter Lawrence. God, I hate this game. MVP goes to Jalen Hurts. No Giants, no Dolphins. Offensive Player of the Year AFC goes to Isaiah Pacheco. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Bradley Chubb in 4th place. How is Chop Robinson nowhere up here? Did he not have enough like TFLs? I don't know. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Justin Stecker for the Bengals. No Dolphins. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Will McLean for the Patriots. We came in 2nd to somebody in our division. It happens every fucking video, bro. Came in 5th with Garrett Harrison, and we came in 7th with Deontre Bell. Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC goes to Josh Jacobs. No Giants. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. We came in 2nd to another player in our division. Oh my God. Like, I get Micah Parsons wins it a lot, but this is just so sickening. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Percy Peterson. No Giants. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Robbie McCoy for the Rams. No Giants. This is great, dude. This is just great. Yeah. I'll be back either later today or tomorrow. I don't know. This is too much for me right now. I'm about to crash. I'm actually about to crash out, bro. We got my bowling league tonight, guys. Wish me luck. I'm about to bowl 300. Get my camera, like, I don't know, focus. All right, day 3 of recording this video. Looks like the 49ers won the Super Bowl this year over the Jets. Nobody retires for the Dolphins, and nobody retires for the Giants. That's always good to see. Also, I was too lazy to put on the jersey this time. I'm just so comfortable right now. I don't feel like putting on the jersey, but you got the gist anyway. But we still have a lot of great players here to re-sign for the Dolphins and not so much money. We're going to pick up the 5th year for Benji Donaldson. He's already a 90 overall and $14 million. It's pretty affordable. We're probably going to let go Cam Smith, Zach Sealer, all these players that we can't really afford to bring back here for the Dolphins. And we actually have the 5th year for Nick Davis here. $44 million is pretty expensive, but I mean, he's not interested at all in playing for the team, so we may as well get an extra year out of him before we have to give him a contract. We'll let go of John Michael Smith Jr. We'll let go of Jalen Hyatt. He's not even interested. Darren Waller was good this year, but there's really no point in re-signing him. He's only a 74 overall at this point, so we're going to have a decent amount of money to work with in free agency for the Giants here. I think I'm getting sick again, dude. Oh my God. I can't, like, talk. Hey, bow, run road, shake it to a bad bitch. So here for the Giants, I actually think our offense is fine. I think we need a backup tight end, but we could obviously get one of those in the draft. Our receiving core is good. I think we need another running back, but I've already kind of checked free agency. There weren't really any good running backs, so we're probably going to have to stick it out with Singletary for one more year. Because even if we draft one, he's not going to be any better than the 2 we have now. The only thing I could say we could use here for the Giants is probably just another D lineman, and we'll honestly be set. I think we could use another corner. We really do only have 3. Cole has X Factor. I actually don't remember that happening. Maybe he got a dev up. He may have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm not 100% sure, but we could definitely use a D lineman here for the Giants. Shit, dude, if we pick up a D lineman in free agency, we may as well trade our 1st round pick again. Actually, we didn't even trade it last year, but there was one good D lineman that I saw, and it's Justin Madubuike. He has 4 teams interested, and he's not interested in playing for us, but he's a 91 overall, only at 29 years old. If we could get him for like a 3-year deal, that'd be great. He's not interested, so I don't think it's going to be easy to get him. We're at least able to get into his top offers, and with that being the only position we really need, I'm not going to like overpay, or maybe I am, dude. I think I am going to overpay. I'll go 3 years, 75. That'll probably be the most I'm willing to do. Okay, never mind, I lied. We're going to go 3 years, $78 million, and that gets us a full green offer. So it's probably going to be all we go for the Giants. As I was saying earlier, he's really our only positional need. This will make the draft a lot easier. We could trade our picks for more picks. We could trade our picks for a player. I don't know. We could do a lot if we get Justin Madubuike here for the Giants. And then we'll go ahead and check if some money freed up for the Dolphins. I really don't understand, like, if it's like this is when the new season starts, so the salary cap resets, but I'm not sure. Normally some money frees up here when you get to free agency. Oh, not for us. We got 5.8 million still. We could restructure some deals if there's somebody I really want. The offense still looks fine. I think we could use to draft a receiver this year. We do need depth at running back as well. And then this D-line is honestly horrible. But I don't think there is anybody really in free agency that's worth restructuring here for the Dolphins. We're just going to have to build this team more through the draft. And the offense has so much firepower that I think if we can just get this defense to, you know, start playing pretty good, add some pieces to it, I think we'll be good. So we just got to see if Justin Madubuike signs with the Giants. So let's unveil the offers. Let's see who Madubuike signs with. He signs with the Giants. Thank God. So the Giants team is actually piecing together very well. It's now the Dolphins that I'm starting to be concerned about because we're slowly falling apart here. Shaking dummy ass, I just want to grab it. We may have 2 first rounders for the Giants. I think we traded back last year, which leaves me in a really weird situation because I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Let's just hop into the draft and let's see what we can do. We pick at 15 here with the Giants. Really don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm being honest. We do kind of need a tight end. We did lose Darren Waller. This guy is 23, but he has elite speed, jumping, excel, great strength, a medium route, pass block, and catching. I just know this guy's going to have normal. I'm just going to take him. I don't know what else to take for the Giants. And he doesn't have normal. He has hidden. Every time I draft a tight end in the first round, they always have normal dev. So I'm actually really glad to see we got a hidden dev tight end, 88 speed, 90 excel, 6'6", 239 pounds. We could start him, honestly, try to get him offensive rookie of the year. Then we really need to try to find a D lineman here for the Dolphins. There's like one decent D lineman I can find. Melvin McManus, 6'5", 293 pounds out of NC State. He has elite strength. He also has great excel. A, block shedding, B, power moves, B, play rec, B, awareness, A, impact blocking and tackle. He also has A to B pursuit. So I think he actually looks pretty good. His age does concern me, but like we literally need the D-line help so bad. And if he has hidden dev, this will be a great pick. So Melvin McManus, please have a dev trait. Hidden dev, 92 strength. 2 good draft picks for both teams so far. And yeah, we do have an extra pick in the first round here for the Giants. And with us drafting that tight end, I really don't know what I want to take. It couldn't hurt to try to take a running back, but I think it's pointless if I'm being honest. Maybe we take a corner. I think that's what we're going to do here with the Giants. If there's not a good corner, we'll trade this pick away. If not, if there is, we'll just take the corner. There actually are some pretty decent corners. Reggie McQueen I kind of like. 22 out of USF, great strength, not very fast. He's a zone corner, which we really don't have much of right now. A zone coverage, B press, B tackle, B catching, A to C awareness. If his awareness could be an A or B, I think it'd be a pretty good overall. So let's go with Reggie McQueen here for the Giants. Another hidden dev. Only 90 speed, 91 excel, but I think he's going to be pretty good anyways. Hopefully he has really high zone coverage because he is a zone corner, but I like the pick nonetheless. And then we're on the board again with the Giants in the second round. Let's take a look at these running backs just because it can't hurt. Ugh. Amari Armstrong's probably the best looking one. 22 out of Florida. Elite change of direction and jumping, great speed. B pass block, B ball carrier vision. He just does there's no point in taking him if I'm being honest. I think we could kind of use a center here for the Giants. Let's see if there's a good center available. Ooh, there is some good centers. Tim Ebert, 21 out of Oregon, only decent strength. Not the best run blocker when it comes to, he just has bad finesse. His powers look pretty good. You know what? Let's take Tim Burt here in the second round. Another hidden dev, only 84 strength, but he looks pretty good other than that. And he'll probably start day one for us on the O-line. Oh, I think it was the Dolphins that needed a center, not the Giants. Oops. We got to see if there's a draftable receiver here for the Dolphins. We took a D lineman. We could take another, but I mean, I don't think we're going to find any good ones. I think we got basically the best one left. So let's try to take a receiver. If there's a draftable one, I doubt there is this late in the draft. Some decent looking receivers. Lamar Gold's 23. Good speed, elite excel. Ugh, looks bad. Dalton Killings honestly looks the best. He is 23 years old. Great speed, great excel though. B spec catch, B to D release, B deep route. I really don't know what else I'm going to take here for the Dolphins. I'll take one more look at the D linemen. If we don't find any good ones, we'll probably end up taking Dalton Killings. I'm kind of sitting like a sped kid right now, sorry. I mean, there is another decent looking D lineman. Matt Warner's 21 out of Texas Tech, great strength. B power moves, block shedding, A play rec, pursuit, tackle. He actually looks pretty damn good. This actually might be a steal. Let's go with Matt Warner here for the Dolphins. Another hidden dev, 89 strength, 81 excel. So 2 hidden dev D linemen for the Dolphins here, and I think we have another second round pick with the Giants. Yeah, we do. What do we want to take in the second round for the Giants? Let's take a look at the roster. Actually, I really don't feel like switching back and using the Giants. Let's just take the best player available regardless of position. I think it's going to be Chauncey Henning. We really don't need tackle, but again, this is kind of just for depth. He has elite strength, A, awareness, injury, elite block, B, pass block. Let's take Chauncey Hennings here for the Giants. Another hidden dev, 92 strength. I think we've drafted all hidden dev players, so I'm going to sim to the third round of the Dolphins pick. Damn, we have so many picks for the Giants. I got to make another pick for the Giants here. Really don't need D-line on the Giants, but we'll go with Brandon Goddard, 23 out of LSU, good strength, great speed. Looks pretty decent, B finesse moves and power moves, also has B awareness. So we'll take Brandon Goddard here. Another hidden dev, 88 strength for the D-line. And then after this pick for the Dolphins, that'll probably be the last. Or I think we have another pick with the Giants. Yeah. Oh my God, we had so many picks for the Giants this year. And you know what? We're just going to take Will Perry. I don't think he's going to be very good. Don't even think he's going to have a dev trait, but he looks decent enough, and we need some running backs right now. So let's just take Will Perry here. Only normal dev, 91 speed, 90 excel though. Kind of ruined our streak there of hidden dev players, but I want to see if we could get a receiver here for the Dolphins. So after this pick, we're going to send to the draft recap, but let's take a look at the receivers, see if there's anyone draftable. The guy we were looking at before is not here. Is there any like hidden gem in the UDFAs? I mean, there is one decent looking UDFA. This guy out of Georgia, 22 years old. He has elite speed, excel, and agility. And he has A spec catch, B deep route. Honestly, he may be a UDFA, but he looks better than the rest of the guys, so let's just take him way too early. 99 speed, 98 excel. Hey, if there's any player to get drafted to the Dolphins, it should be that guy. That's definitely going to be the last pick we make. Let's just send to the draft recap. I think we had a pretty good draft for both teams, so let's see what the CPU can do with the rest. So we got two pretty good D linemen here for the Dolphins, 75 and 74 overall. Felix Shepard is actually a 71 overall, not bad. We're definitely going to start him somewhere just because of the 99 speed, 98 excel. That just sounds super fun. He does have 52 awareness, though, so that's not very good. CPU did take us a center. We kind of needed one. We got a 74 overall center, and he has hidden dev. Took us a D tackle as well. Another good pick from the CPU. We kind of needed a D tackle. We probably won't start, but we can take the depth. And I really like our draft for the Giants. We got a 75 overall tight end in the first round, a 76 overall corner, a 75 overall center, 74 overall right tackle, a 71 overall D tackle. The running back actually wasn't bad that we took. The CPU got us a 76 overall free safety in the fourth round. Literally the furthest thing from what we needed, but we really don't need much here for this team for the Giants. So I think this is going to be a good year. I actually think it's going to start being the Dolphins that hold us back because I think the Giants are ready. I think the Dolphins actually may be a higher overall, though. We'll just have to take a look. The CPU actually took us a 66 overall hidden dev quarterback for the Giants, so I guess that's not terrible. We got an 88 overall team with the Giants, 85 overall offense, 92 overall defense. I'm tempted to start I actually think I am going to start Corrington just because he's a rookie. I think he'll develop faster than Johnson, especially if he has some dev trait other than a star. Ebert is actually going to start on the O-line. Would we rather start Bryant? Yeah, let's start Bryant instead. We'll get Ebert rotated in, throughout the season. Receiving core looks good. I'm really hoping one of these years soon a really good running back will hit free agency, and I think the Giants will be set, especially with this defense we've built. Dexter Lawrence and Matabuike both holding down the interior. We got Brian Burns and Thibodeau coming off the edge. Two good off-ball linebackers. We have three good safeties and a really good secondary, outside of safety too. We got good corners. And then the Dolphins are also an 88 overall. Kind of the opposite, though. We have a 92 overall offense, but only an 84 overall defense. We should have picked up a running back, but I think still just having two will be enough. This offense has a lot of firepower. Where's that rookie we drafted with 99 speed? Was it Shepard? Or was it... I think it was Shepard. Yeah, 99 speed, 98 excel. That is insane. We're definitely going to start him. Hopefully, he could have a good year. We'll probably play him in the slot or something. Defense is starting to piece together a little bit. Looks like Warner's actually a 77 overall D tackle. We'll go ahead and start him there, and then we'll let Bell start at left in. Corners look decent. We could have used another one in the draft probably, but I think the defense is fine. It just needs to develop a little bit more, and our pass rush was really good last year. But I believe this is year 5. I don't know. Let's just get to the midseason of year 5. Let's check in with both teams and see how it's going. And great. The Miami Dolphins are 1-5 at the midseason. Not a very good offense, not a very good defense. Our defense is good in yards, but bad in points per game. And our offense is decent in points per game and bad in yards. I don't even understand. Please tell me we have to re-sign Bradley Chubb this year so I can just trade him. And we don't really have a replacement for him if we trade him, but we're 1-5, so does that really matter? This video is never going to end. 16 players ready to negotiate. We got $59 million to re-sign Cal Fitzpatrick, who actually hasn't been that good for us so far, but he's having a good year so far. Bradley Chubb is here. We'll probably trade Bradley Chubb, honestly. I think we're going to start off by doing that. In a year we're 5-1, there's no point in keeping him around. Let's see what we can get out of him. We're turning Bradley Chubb into the Cardinals' 2nd and 3rd round pick. Probably could have gotten a little more, but it's better to keep it somewhat realistic because I don't even think he'd go for that much at this point. Cal Fitzpatrick will re-sign 2 years, $24 million. He re-signs. BJ Hill, we don't need to re-sign. We'll wait on Ronnie Stanley till the end of the year because he'll probably regress a little bit. Honestly, we can hold off till the end of the year on the rest of these guys. So we actually have some money here for the Dolphins to work with, hopefully at the end of the year. At this point, dude, the Dolphins can just lose out so we can have a high draft pick. Get a good pass rusher, replace Bradley Chubb, and then we'll be set. Because I think the Giants are going to be set for the next couple of years. I hope I don't say that. We click onto the Giants, and they're also like 1-5. That would suck. 3-4. Honestly, worse than I expected, but not too bad. We have the 23rd offensive points per game. Let's change the defensive playbook over here. 17 players ready to negotiate over here. We have $52 million to re-sign Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Deontay Banks. God, this is going to suck. Because Dexter Lawrence isn't even interested. We'll give him 3 years, $100 million. He doesn't take it. Guess we'll try to get back Brian Burns. Dude, he didn't take our offer, so why can't we use the money that he didn't take? This game's so bad, bro. I guess let's just wait till the end of the year. We can see how both of them finish off, see if we want to bring back more. We should be able to get both of them back, you know, by restructuring some contracts at least. Normally, I'd sim 1 week and re-sign one of them, but I'd rather get, you know, some knowledge on who I'd rather bring back. So let's just get to the end of the season. The Dolphins end up finishing 7-10, do not make the playoffs, unfortunately. God. And the Giants finished 8-9 and barely missed the playoffs with the second defense in terms of points per game. Bobby Okereke led the team in tackles with 112. We got 18 TFLs out of Dexter Lawrence, 13 out of Brian Burns, 12 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, and 10 out of Justin Madubuike. 14.5 sacks out of Dexter Lawrence, 11.5 out of Brian Burns, 9.5 out of Kayvon Thibodeau, and 4 to Madubuike. So out of these players, I'd definitely rather have Dexter Lawrence back, but I mean, Brian Burns also had a pretty damn good year, so I'd like to bring both of them back. We got 5 interceptions out of Bobby Okereke, 2 out of Isaiah Simmons. Hang on, before I get carried away. Bobby Okereke with 112 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2 sacks, and 5 picks. That's crazy. 2 out of Isaiah Simmons, 2 out of Kerry Hole, 2 out of Andrew Phillips, 2 out of Deontay Banks. MVP goes to Jalen Hurts. The top 2 are division rivals of the New York Giants. No Dolphins, no Giants. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC goes to Jonathan Taylor, no Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt, no Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Shaq McMillan for the Broncos. We come in second place with Felix Shepard. That is just great. We came in 8th with Damon Smith. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Damian Waddle. We came in second place again. This is great. We came in 5th with Melvin McManus. Offensive Player in the NFC goes to Brandon Ayuk, no Giants. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aiden Hutchinson. We came in 2nd, 3rd, and 7th. Like, how many times we're going to come in 2nd? Can we just win one fucking award? Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Steve Leake for the Bears. We came in 3rd with Raymond Carrington. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Marcus Pryor for the Cardinals, and no Giants. So, basically, I'm going to kill myself. Hey, at least it's not the Ravens and the Cowboys this year. The Texans win the Super Bowl 30-10 over the Cowboys. I gotta sit like a normal person, bro. No retirements for the Dolphins and no retirements for the Giants. Baby Eldridge. Baby Eldridge. For the Giants, I believe we got no dev-ups on offense. And then on defense, I don't believe we got any either. But, I mean, we have a lot of dev traits already, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, no, Thibodeau actually went up to X Factor. That's actually huge. I hope we didn't have to re-sign him, too. That would really suck. $68 million. Let's see what we can do. We have a 5th year for Jaquaylin Newton. We'll go ahead and pick that up. We have to re-sign Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Deontay Banks. Okay, at least Kayvon Thibodeau isn't here. Let's start off with Dexter Lawrence. He didn't accept the last offer. We'll give him 3 years, $108 million. And he takes it. Thank God, dude. We'll go with Brian Burns next. 4 years, $130 million. And he resigns, which means we're probably going to lose Deontay Banks. He's not even interested. We're going to lose Medlock, Jaquan Thomas. We're going to lose Devin Singletary as well. I'm hoping there will be a running back in free agency, and then we'll restructure some contracts here for the Giants and sign them, because I think the Giants are genuinely like a running back away from a Super Bowl team. And then for the Dolphins, actually really not too many important names. We'll pick up nope, that's a 5th year. That's too expensive. Not going to re-sign BJ Hill. Ronnie Stanley wasn't terrible on the year, but do I feel like paying him this much? If he takes 1 year, 17, we'll give it to him. He's not interested in signing. I think we can replace him, though. We'll re-sign Jalen Wright just because we don't have any depth at running back. 2 years, $8 million. We'll go with Eric Terry. Yeah, nobody else we're going to re-sign here for the Dolphins other than Jason Sanders, I guess. So we have some money to work with in free agency for the Dolphins. If there's a running back, we'll restructure for the Giants, but let's just see what's in free agency, dude. I hope there's a pass rusher in free agency or a tackle so that we can pick one of those up for the Dolphins, and then that'll make whatever we're going to do with our first-round pick easier to decide. Pass rusher specifically would be nice. Creed Humphrey, not a pass rusher. We could go for Laremy Tunzel and then draft a pass rusher probably. And there is a pretty good running back that we could pick up with the Giants, so that's useful. We could go for Montez Sweat here, but no, there's not really much of a point. But we do kind of need another... Nah, this guy's an edge rusher. Laramie Tunsil was drafted by the Dolphins, right? Am I casual? I don't think so. But yeah, we're going to go for Laramie Tunsil with the Dolphins. I was about to send that through without making my offers for the Giants, so that would have been bad. But I'm curious, how has Sean Alexander been playing before we sign him? Looks like he's been playing as a backup, but I mean, he did pretty decent as a backup here for the Bears. He looks good enough for me. We are going to have to restructure a contract or two, though, if we want to get that running back. I restructured Malik Neighbors' contract. It said we'd have more than we do. We have $16 million, but I'm not too worried about it. I think this should be enough. We'll go very player-friendly. 4 years, $31 million. And that's enough to get tied for the top offer. Let's up it a little bit. We have the money for it. We'll go 4 years, $40 million. I'm assuming no team's going to match that. Yeah, so let's hope Laramie Tunsil signs with the Dolphins and Sean Alexander signs with us. We'll send them through. Laramie Tunsil's a Dolphin and Sean Alexander's a Giant. That is perfect. Now we just need to draft a pass rusher for the Dolphins. Not sure what we need to draft for the Giants, but then once we do that, like, I keep saying I think we're going to be set. We're not. So let me just... This is the hardest video I've ever done, bro. I did this for y'all, man. 500 sub special, and all I do is complain. But if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm begging you, please, please. So here's how we look going into the draft for the Giants. We could probably use a guard, but we still have Bryant, so actually we really don't need a guard. Did we not draft a... I'm so confused right now. Whatever. I don't even know what we're going to draft for the Titans. I just almost said the Titans. For the Giants, we definitely need another running back. But I mean, I think 75 is good enough for the backup. What do we need to draft for the Giants? A D lineman, I think? Yeah, that's probably what we need. But I mean, we could also just slip Goddard out there, and Parker's good enough as is. We may as well just take one, you know, get prepared, because we're paying our D lineman a lot of money. We're not going to be able to do that forever. So we'll probably draft a D lineman for the Giants. But the more important thing is what pass rusher we're going to be able to get with the Dolphins. We have an extra second and third, so we could move up the board if necessary. All right, well, this guy's around 3 to 4 talent, so we're not going to be drafting him. The guy projected to fall to us is around 1 to 2 talent, and then there's also around 1 to 2 talent projected to fall to the Giants, which is the other team I'm rebuilding, which is weird. So we'll have a choice between those two. There's another round. Oh, no, that's 2 to 3. I can't read. But yeah, we'll just kind of look between those two and see which one we like more. But we'll get a pretty decent pass rusher regardless, so that's all that matters to me. Let's just get into the draft, man. God, I'm so tired. Now, the question is, do we want Rodney Spence or Stephen Cohen? One's a speed rusher, one is a power rusher. Stephen Cohen's a speed rusher, 22 out of Auburn. Good speed, elite jumping, great excel. A finesse moves, B awareness, B tackle. I mean, he doesn't look crazy at anything. And then Rodney Spence is a power rusher, 21 years old out of A&M. Great strength, good speed, great excel. B block shedding, A injury awareness, B tackle, A play rec, A power moves, A pursuit, B hit power. This guy looks a lot better. I kind of like Rodney Spence more. Come through for me, Rodney Spence. Everybody say a prayer. Hidden dev, 77 overall. We got a hidden dev, 80 strength, 88 excel. I think he's going to be pretty good. I don't think he'll be a 77. Maybe like a 76, 75, one of the two. And then should we take that edge rusher for the Giants like the mock draft had us doing? We'll take a look at the D lineman first. If there's a good one, we'll take him. I mean, I kind of like this Joe Bradley guy. 314 pounds, 6'6", elite strength, B power moves, A block shedding. It's honestly all you got to show me. He is 23, may have normal, but I think it's going to be pretty good overall nonetheless. But he has hidden dev, 90 strength, 84 excel. We got another D lineman. We've drafted a lot of D linemen so far this video, but hopefully that can be the last one. And then with the Dolphins, we actually picked 5th overall with that pick we traded for. The Dolphins also kind of need a D lineman. There was like a 370 pound. Yeah, here he is. This guy's 370 pounds. Elite strength. Yeah, I'd hope so. A power moves. Only C block shedding though. Like that's just like not what you look for in D tackles. I like this guy. Quincy Farrell, 21 out of USC. Another elite strength D lineman. B power moves. B block shedding. A play rec. A tackle. Sure, we're going with another D lineman. So fuck it. Another hidden dev. 93 strength. I'll take it. Oh shit, we lost our left tackle. No, wait, we signed one in free agency. Yeah, we got Laramie Tunsil. I think we're going to try to draft another receiver if there's any good looking ones. We got a pass rusher on defense. We got another D lineman. So I think defense is fine. We could use another corner maybe. So let's take a look at receiver and corner. But we have 2 picks in this round with the Dolphins anyways. Or no, we have 2 picks next round. Regardless, let's see if there's a receiver or corner. We'll pick whichever one looks better. Receivers don't look too great. They actually look pretty terrible. And then there's actually some pretty damn good corners. Daniel Hawley has great speed, elite excel, A man coverage, B to D press, B zone. Bad play rec and awareness though. Lamar Cotton, 22 years old out of Toledo. Great strength, great speed, great excel. Decent awareness, bad play rec, good zone, good press. And then Stephen St. Clair, 22 out of Kansas. Good strength, great speed, elite excel. A press, B man, C to F awareness. I like this guy other than the C to F awareness. I think I like the second guy the most. We'll go with Lamar Cotton here for the Dolphins. I'm so tired that like my eyes are watering. Jesus Christ. I literally don't know what I'm going to take for the Giants. I'm just going to take the best player I can see. Should we just go with the other corner, Daniel Hawley? Yeah, fuck it. This guy's hidden dev, the team that didn't need a corner. 56 strength, and then he's flexing. Wow. And then we'll look in the third round here. I'm going to try to take a receiver for the Dolphins. I'll probably end up reaching, but like, other than that, I don't know what else to take. This guy's B deep route running, Devin Boren. 21 years old, great speed, good excel. B deep route, A to C release. Everything else is dog shit. C to F awareness. There's literally nothing good about him, but for some reason I'm tempted to take him. All the receivers are so much worse. Dude, I'm just going to take him because he's white. That's so fucking racist. Fuck it. I don't know why I did that. Right, we have an extra pick in the third to make up for it, so let's just be smart here and take the best player available. Which kind of looks like Tom Alexander. I don't think we need a quarterback, but this guy looks pretty decent. Fuck it. I don't know what else to take. Let's take Tom Alexander. Hit a dev, 88 throw power. Cool. We got Tua's future replacement, you know, if it comes to that. Assuming we have to go, like... Dude, oh my god. Could you imagine if this took, like, 20 years to do? You guys aren't going to see this video for, like, so long. Let's go with D'Angelo Hurd here for the Giants, and then we'll send him to the draft. Recap. Normal dev. I don't know. I didn't put much thought into that pick. Dude, my eyes are so tired right now. I need, like, an allergy medicine. I don't know. Let's get to the draft recap, and let's see how we did. Our draft for the Dolphins wasn't terrible. Ronnie Spence is only a 74. He's going to start regardless. Quincy Farrell's not bad. Lamar Cotton's actually pretty decent. Was this guy that had normal dev? I think he was. Quarterback's only a 68 overall. Wait. Oh, I read I have dyslexia. Doran's only a 68 overall. That was literally a throwaway pick. I'm just a dumbass. We got a good backup quarterback. CPU took a running back. I think we needed some running back depth anyway. And then Joe Bradley's good on the Giants. We got a 78 overall corner as well in the second round. D'Angelo Hurd is terrible. CPU took a pretty good linebacker. Well, we finally got ourselves a running back here for the Giants, so hopefully we can at least make the playoffs this year. Because, I mean, everything else looks good. The O-line looks good. We have a good tight end, a good receiving core. And this defense. If this defense plays as good as last year, we will easily make the playoffs. I think I'm going to start Bradley on the D-line. We got a good corner. He's actually going to be a starter. This defense is so good. And the offense still looks pretty good for the Dolphins. Who knows how much longer we're going to have Tyreek Hill. We also don't really have a very good third receiver. I'm glad we have Eric Wilson. We could even try to play him as like the backup slot receiver just so he gets more involved because our third receiver is Shepard, who does have 99 speed, 98 excel, but I mean, don't think he's the best third option. And the defense is kind of starting to piece together. I mean, if Farrell's a 76 overall at D-tackle, we may as well start him. Corners definitely need some work this upcoming draft. Same with receiver. That's what we'll focus on next year. But I don't know. Defense is okay. Yeah, let's just get to the midseason of year 6. I'm not sure how many years after this one I'm going to go to the midseason because this is going to be a long-ass video. So we'll get to the midseason of year 6 and check on both teams. And that's something we like to see. The Dolphins are 5-2 at the midseason. Offense is doing pretty decent. Really good in yards, decent in points per game. And the defense is actually doing pretty decent as well. 16 players ready to negotiate, though. We have $77 million. Have to re-sign Benji Donaldson, Eric Wilson, Robert Byers, Jalen Ramsey. We also have Tyreek Hill. We'll probably wait on Tyreek Hill to the end of the year just because, you know, he's probably going to regress. He also could retire. We're going to start off with Benji Donaldson because he's the youngest, the best, and he's not interested. We're going to have to overpay him. 3 years, $75 million, which he does take, thank God. Resign Eric Wilson, very young, very good. 4 years, $44 million. He resigns. I probably didn't have to pay him that much. He was pretty interested. Robert Byers, 4 years, $23 million. Works with me. Works with him as well. We're going to wait on Jalen Ramsey. Same reason for Tyreek Hill. Darius Capers, I don't even know if he's really been starting, but we'll resign him for 1 year, $3.1 million. And then that's probably going to be everybody we resign. I'll resign Caterco, who actually 1 year, $3.5 million. He resigns. And that's going to be everybody we resign right now. We'll hold off till the end of the year for everybody else. Hopefully we can get Jalen Ramsey and Tyreek Hill back for 1 more year. It just depends on how much they're asking for and what overall they're at the end of the year. And the Giants are 4-3 at the midseason. Defense isn't good in yards, but is good in points per game. And offense is good in yards and bad in points. Dude, I'll never understand how some of this shit works. But we do have to re-sign Nick Davis here for the Giants, and it doesn't look like we can afford it. We also re-signed Kerry Hull, Phillip Bryant. I'm not going to re-sign anybody for the Giants because, God, we're in a bad position right now. That's really scary. It'd be really nice if, both these teams could just make the Super Bowl this year so that I don't have to worry about any of this. But let's just get to the end of the year. Hopefully, both teams are at least in the playoffs. Like, that would be great. The Miami Dolphins finished 11-6 and do make the wild card round. Pretty good offense, pretty good defense. That's all you need in football. Tua with a really good year, 3,900 yards, 26 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, 71 completion percentage. Devon Achane, another really good year, 1,400 yards, 5.3 per carry, 14 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill at 34 years old, still getting 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. 800 yards out of Felix Shepherd, 8 touchdowns. Wow, the O-line was really bad. How do you allow 10 sacks from center, bro? Oh, my God. Farrell led the team in tackles with 121, 14 TFLs out of Chop Robinson, 13 out of McManus, 13 out of Farrell, 9 out of Rodney Spence, 9.5 sacks out of Chop Robinson, 6.5 out of McManus, 6.5 out of Spence as a rookie. Not too bad. 1 pick out of Jalen Ramsey, Farrell, Kader Kohu, Kevin Scruggs, and Javon Holland. Now just please tell me the Giants also made the playoffs. And the Giants are in the wild card round as well. We went 11-6 and actually won our division. Nick Davis balled out, 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Alexander was great this year as a running back, 1,100 yards, 4.2 per carry, 10 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. 940 yards out of Jaden Reed, 3 touchdowns. 900 out of Cole Jackson and 11 touchdowns. Carrington with 680 yards and 7 touchdowns. Andrew Thomas and Phillip Bryant weren't great. The rest of the line was pretty decent. Bobby Okereke led the team in tackles with 119. 17 TFLs out of Brian Burns, 13 out of Dexter Lawrence, 12 out of Isaiah Simmons, and 12 out of Jesu Madubuike. 14.5 sacks out of Brian Burns, 13.5 out of Dexter Lawrence, 12.5 out of Jesu Madubuike, and 5 out of Kayvon Thibodeau. This is insane, dude. What is this, like 45 sacks out of 3 players? That's crazy. But MVP goes to Lamar Jackson. The fact that we're nowhere with any of our quarterbacks just shows like quarterbacks are way too good in simulation. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC goes to Breece Hall. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Hassan Reddick. So both teams in the division, I guess it's the same team, but whatever. No Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Julius Baker for the Bengals. We came in 9th with Dante Medlin. I'm not sure who that is. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Henry Gerds for the Jets, another division rival, and we came in 3rd with Rodney Spence. We also came in 6th with Quincy Farrell. I swear we have 2 players the last name Farrell. I'm not sure. And then NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jalen Hurts, a team in the division. That's great. We came in 8th with Nick Davis. Defensive Player of the Year goes to another team in the division, to Mike Parsons. Came in 4th with Brian Burns. We came in 7th with Dexter Lawrence, and we came in 10th with Jesu Madubuike. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Keith Sweeney on the Packers. No Giants. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Glenn Carter, and it wouldn't be a Madden year if we didn't come in 2nd place for at least one award. We came in 2nd place with Daniel Hawley, and I'm going to shoot myself in the head. But most importantly, can we get past this wild card round? We're taking on the Minnesota Vikings, who are a hot opponent. If we win this game, I'm pretty sure... I accidentally pressed insult opponent. I'd never do that, so I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just hope we can beat the Vikings and steal their momentum. I think it gives us a bunch of stats if we win this game. So let's just sim to the divisional. Let's see if both of these teams can get a win. Oh, shit, I accidentally simmed to the Super Bowl, and the Giants made it. All right, the Dolphins got first rounded by 1 point. Let's just hope we can win this Super Bowl with the Giants, dude. And let's take a look at our dev traits real quick. Nick Davis may have gone up to X Factor, which might be a bad thing because we have to re-sign him. Except he didn't, so I'll take it. No dev ups on offense. And then on defense, I don't think we got any either, honestly. Unless Newton wasn't X Factor already. This defense is just so good. Please, Giant. Oh, I just realized we're playing the Jets. It's a New York Bowl. Dude, I didn't watch the last one. Maybe if I watch this one, we'll win. I may even play a drive, dude, because it's not like we're playing against the Dolphins. I don't have to pick a side. I don't know. We'll see if we want to play a drive. We'll just watch at first, though. We get a stop early, and they get a stop as well. We stop them again, and they stop us again. That's great. And they're slowly moving down the field, but we do get another stop. I think both these teams have a great defense. I think the Jets always have a good defense in simulation. You guys saw our defense has been playing, so I'm assuming a low-scoring game is coming. I mean, no points have been scored in the first quarter. Still no points have been scored, and it's past halftime, and we finally get on the board late in the third quarter with a touchdown. And then the Jets don't answer. We get on the board again. We're up 13-0 in the fourth quarter. Looking like we're actually going to shut out the Jets here in the Super Bowl, 13-0. So the Giants are finally Super Bowl champions at the hands of Nick Davis. Dude, if the Dolphins would have won that Super Bowl in that second year, that would have been so nice, because now basically we just need the Dolphins to get a Super Bowl. We will keep rebuilding the Giants just, for fun. But I told you that the Giants were a running back away from the Super Bowl. I literally told you guys. Wait. I can't believe we shut them out. That's crazy. Brian Burns is your 2028 Super Bowl MVP. We just need the Dolphins to step up their game. I told y'all the Dolphins were going to be the team to hold us back, bro. Yeah, we only have $8 million here, and we have to re-sign our Super Bowl winning quarterback, so let's go restructure some contracts. I actually restructured a lot of deals, and I still don't think it's going to be enough to get our quarterback. Yeah, we only have $37 million. Should we tag him? That might be the play. We'll start off with Kerry Hull. Let's give him a fat contract so we get him back. We'll give him 5 years, $68 million, which he takes. And then can we afford to re-sign Philip Bryant, still have money to tag him? Or obviously we'll be in the negative, but you know what I mean. Let's re-sign Philip Bryant for 2 years. He's excited to stay with the team. Oh, I want to bring back Cole Jackson too. Let's see if he takes 4 years, 31. He does. And then we'll let go of the rest of the guys. We got to offer Nick Davis the lowest possible contract. Again, Madden, can you please just make it a thing where I can just tag him so I don't have to do this? Like, this shit is so annoying. Especially when it's a quarterback, because they start off so high that you have to stay here and get it all the way down. Hey, Nick Davis, how do you feel about a 7-year, $71 million deal? Okay, whatever, bro. 1 year, $10 million deal. How do you feel about that? You're going to test out free agency? Psych! Now we got negative $40 million for the Giants. But hey, they already won their Super Bowl. Keep that in mind. We already won the Super Bowl with the Giants. Now, Mike McDaniel, I need you to fucking get us to the Super Bowl. We have $61 million here for the Dolphins. We'll re-sign it. We'll pick, or no, we're not going to pick up that 5th year. That's expensive. We'll re-sign Jalen Ramsey. 1 year, $15 million. I didn't even check retirement. Tyreek Hill may have retired. Yeah, fuck. All right, well, we got to hope there's a receiver in free agency for us. We'll re-sign Kevin Scruggs. We're already pretty small at corner. Not small. We don't have much depth at corner. And that's going to be everybody to re-sign. I'll re-sign Jason Sanders. And we need to pray that there's a receiver here in free agency because the receivers in the draft class are so bad. And there's no point in doing the Giants free agency because we have negative $40 million. So see what we can do for the Dolphins here. The best receiver is Roman Wilson. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, we can get Marquise Brown for only $6 million a year. We're just building a retirement home over here in Miami. We're going to go for Marquise Brown, Hassan Reddick, and Trevarius Ward. We're going to move Hassan Reddick up to a pass rusher and let our rookie develop a little bit more. And then the rest are pretty self-explanatory. We may not get Trevarius Ward. Oh, no, we actually got all 3. Okay. We were really trying to get this Dolphins team a Super Bowl, dude, because, like, dude, I need it. Like, oh, this video has been such a bitch. So Devon Achane finally went up to Superstar. Did Laremy Tunsil retire too? God damn it. All right, we need a tackle, so I'm glad we got Marquise Brown. We'll just not draft a receiver this year. I'm glad we got Trevarius Ward. We don't need to draft a corner either. I mean, do we think, like, I would play Hassan Reddick. I might just leave him on the D-line because he'll still play as a pass rusher. I don't think I need to change his position. He'll still be a rushing right end. Did Chop Robinson go up to X Factor? He sure did. That's huge. So yeah, we need a draft. Oh, Farrell went up to Super. Oh my God. Okay. We need to draft a left tackle for the Dolphins, and then we should be good. And then for the Giants, I feel like we may trade our picks for next year. Bobby Okereke's gone. He may have retired. But we have Bingham. I mean, yeah, we don't really need to draft anything, and I think we're gonna need our draft picks next year. So I think if we trade our picks, like all of our good picks for picks next year for the Giants, and then we only draft for the Dolphins this year. Let's see, is there a good tackle anywhere here for us? There's a lot of quarterbacks, god damn. I mean, we did tag our quarterback for the Giants. We could draft one, but let's focus on this pick right now. George Candidate, 21 out of Florida State, great strength, A run block power, A lead block, A to C pass block power, A awareness. Sure, good enough for me. It's like when I don't put thoughts into the pick, I always like just do some dumb shit. I think we might take a quarterback here for the Giants. Like, look at the quarterbacks that are left. Ray Brewer, 22 out of Oregon State, elite throw power, really good accuracies, good under pressure, good awareness, good break stat, good play action. Let's take a look at the other guys, because this guy's also a top 5 projection. 22 out of Oklahoma, great throw power, elite strength, also has good accuracies, good under pressure. The other guy definitely looks better. And then Larry Tyson's 23. So 2 top 5 projections out of the same college in the same year. That makes a lot of sense. Elite strength, great throw power, looks very similar to the other guy. Good accuracies, good under... Ooh. This guy's bad awareness, though. The best one's definitely Ray Brewer, so could be our future quarterback. Let's take Ray Brewer. Hidden Dev, 95 throw power. We got a top 5 projection with the last pick in the first round, so you know what? I'm happy with it. And we may lose our quarterback, so we have a future replacement. Let's see if we can find a receiver anywhere here for the Dolphins. Dude, like, look at these fucking receivers. So, okay, my draft classes, I'm going to tell you how I do this. I always set the strength of the draft class to strong, but every time you set every position to strong, the best positions in the draft class is just receiver and corner. Like, it's just all good receivers and all good corners. So I leave them at normal, but then I leave them at normal and it looks like this. Like, there's no in between. Let's just draft another O-lineman for the Dolphins. Jonathan Miller's 22 out of Louisville. Solid strength. Looks pretty decent. I don't know. Let's just take him. Hidden dev, 86 strength. Yeah, cool. We'll take a receiver in one of the later rounds for the Dolphins. And then we're going to trade this pick for the Giants back. We're just going to trade it to the Raiders for a 20, 30, second, and fifth round pick. And then, like, the only draftable receiver is this Brandon McAllister guy. He's not even good, but he has great speed, elite excel. He has A to B spin move, kick return, carrying, a stamina, a catch in traffic, a ball carrier vision. This guy almost looks like he could play running back, but I don't know. We're just going to take him. Thank God. Oh, my God. Hidden dev, 93, speed, 95, excel. Holy shit. Thank God. Then we're going to trade our third round pick for the Giants for a third, fifth, and seventh next year from the Bucks. That's going to be the last pick, or technically we didn't make a pick, but that's going to be the last draft pick. And we're going to send to the draft recap, and we're going to see how we did. Can I move this camera down, bro? Like, I keep, like, there's so much space above my head. Looks like our draft for the Dolphins was decent. This receiver's a 73 overall. We're definitely going to start him. We need somebody who we can, you know, progress. We actually got another off-ball linebacker, which I think we could use. Isaiah Simmons getting a little older. And then the quarterback we took's at 80 overall. So even if we don't have any use for him, we could trade him or something. But who knows? We have our future quarterback if we end up losing Nick Davis. So that's always good to know. Two, I know you're missing Tyreek Hill, but just please, like, get it done for me. I believe in you so much. I know you lost Ron Armstead as well. Or no, it was actually Laremy Tunzel. But I have so much faith in you two. You can do it, I believe. And then our defense over here is actually starting to piece together very nice. And they're pretty much running it back with the same team as last year with the Giants. But I mean, we made the Super Bowl, so why change it up? Other than we don't have Bobby Okereke this year, but we have a pretty good replacement for him. We're just going to sim straight to the end of the season. I don't even care if the Giants make the playoffs. We just need a Dolphins Super Bowl. So the New York Giants are in the playoffs at 10-7. We had a really good offense. Defense was actually not as good as the offense this year, at least in like terms of points per game and yards. Now just please tell me the Dolphins also made the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs. Oh no, we got the 1 seed. Oh my God. How do we get the 1 seed at 11-6? I don't know. Holy shit. We had the 12th offensive points per game, the 6th defense in the league. Tua's been really consistent for us. 3,700 yards, 31 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Devon Achane, 1,200 yards, 4.1 per carry, only 3 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Marquise Brown, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. Brandon McAllister was great as a rookie. 829 yards, 8 touchdowns. O-line was pretty good. George Candidate wasn't great, but I mean, he's playing left tackle as a rookie. Everybody else was pretty good other than Stan Richer allowing 9 sacks from center. Farrell led the team in tackles with 115, 14 TFLs at Hassan Reddick. Look at that number right there. 14 out of Quincy Farrell, 10 out of Chop Robinson, 21 sacks out of Hassan Reddick, 7.5 out of McManus, 6.5 out of Chop Robinson, 5.5 out of Rodney Spence, 2 picks out of Cater Kohu, 1 out of Robert Byers, 1 out of Garrett Harrison, 1 out of Jalen Ramsey, 1 out of Javon Holland, and 1 out of Kevin Scruggs. MVP goes to Brian Shields. We actually came in at 6 with Nick Davis with those numbers. That's crazy. Offensive player in the AFC goes to Quincy Russell for the Raiders. Looks like no Dolphins. Defensive player of the year goes to Dennis Mayberry. We came in second again! We did win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Finally, Brandon McAllister wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Deion Davis for the Texans. But let's see who we're taking on in the divisional round with the Miami Dolphins. Taking on the Bills. Shit. Did the Giants win their game? Ooh, the Giants did win their game. Alright, Dolphins, please. I'm begging you. Please just win this game, please. We're a higher overall. We have home field advantage. I'm going to crash out if we don't win. Fucking God, dude. And the Giants won. The Giants are about to go back-to-back. The Dolphins can't make it. Well, Giants, since y'all are the only ones that can do anything, let's see if you guys can at least make the Super Bowl. Y'all beat the Vikings last year, so maybe y'all can beat them again. I don't know. And the Giants are in the Super Bowl back-to-back years, and the Dolphins can't make a Super Bowl. That's just great. If the Dolphins would have made the Super Bowl, we would have been playing against each other. Nick Davis goes up to X Factor. Jackson goes up to Superstar. And I don't think any dev-ups on defense. This defense is just so good. It's kind of hard to tell. Where? Oh, I got confused. God, dude, this is so frustrating. Let's just send past the Super Bowl against the Bills. Let's see if the Giants can get a win here. Yep, and the Giants are back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Nick Davis wins Super Bowl MVP. Oh my God, the Dolphins are fucking selling, dude. I'm about to. Travarius Ward retires. Whoa. Travarius Ward retires for the Dolphins. No retirements for the Giants. Oh my God, bro. Well, we're probably gonna have to move on from Nick Davis on the Giants, but that's fine with me. We've already won back-to-back Super Bowls with them. Like, we'll just move on to the rookie we drafted last year. Let's see who we do have to re-sign, though, other than him. Nick Davis, we're gonna lose, unfortunately. I'll probably restructure some deals to get back to Quaylen Newton. Same with, oh yeah, we gotta restructure a bunch of contracts. God damn it, dude. If I would have known there was going to be an 80 overall quarterback that we could get with the last pick in the first round last year, I wouldn't have ever tagged him, but let's just see if we can, you know, free up some money, I guess. Well, I restructured as many deals as I can. That leaves us 41 million to work with. Oh, I don't think it's going to be enough. Jaqueline Newton will start off with you, 4 years, 73. He resigns. Carrington. Oh, this is actually a 5th year. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and pick it up. Fuck it. Tyler Newbin, I'd definitely like to have back. 3 years, 25 million. He resigns. Chase Kendricks isn't that big of a deal. Reggie McQueen isn't that big of a deal. That's also a 5th year. Fuck, I didn't realize Andrew Thomas was here. All right, let's just tag Andrew Thomas, I guess. Now we have negative 14 million. That's great. It's whatever. The Giants aren't the team that matters anymore. It's the fucking Dolphins, bro. 21 players ready to negotiate over here. We have 100 million. Javon Holland, Jalen Waddle, Cal Fitzpatrick, who I think we're going to let go of, dude. He's been, like, consistently bad. Was he good this year, at least? I don't know. I mean, the 1 year he needs to be re-signed, he does good. That's great. A lot of re-signings here. Let's start off with Javon Holland. 4 years, 80 million. He re-signs. Jalen Waddle, 3 years, 57 million. He resigns. Xavier Farrell, 4 years, 40 million. He resigns. McManus is a 5th year. We'll let that. We'll just pick it up. Actually, that's pretty cheap. Garrett Harrison. Yeah, 3 years, 16 million. He resigns. Darius Capers. This is really cheap. 1 year, 4.8 million. He resigns. Jalen Wright. We don't need to resign. Do we need to resign Kader Kohu? Just in case we don't get another corner, I will. Jalen Ramsey's still here. God damn. 1 year, 13 million. Bam. And then Hassan Reddick, like, he's not even that high of an overall, but if he's going to play that good, may as well bring him back as well. And then we can't even afford to re-sign Cal Fitzpatrick. We'll try to get him back in free agency. I think moves here is going to be to send him to free agency, and if there's some good players, restructure a bunch of deals here for the Dolphins, and then just sign everybody we can and get them to the Super Bowl, bro. Let's see who's in free agency. Patrick Mahomes. All right, I'm obviously not going to. Josh Allen, if you need a quarterback, this is a good class for you. Still no receivers, though. Or actually, no, DJ Moore's here. All right, yeah, let's restructure some deals. Just re-sign just sign as many free agents as we can here for the Dolphins. All right, now we have 46 million. The one thing that sucks is if we do this and don't win the Super Bowl this year, we might be fucked. So in free agency, we are going for DJ Moore and Andrew Gallery. Andrew Gallery's like 1 overall lower. He's the same age, but who knows? We may as well try another guy. And then DJ Moore could definitely help out the receiving core. And we get both of them. Thank God. All right, Candidate was good last year. We're not going to replace him. He was good as a starter. I kind of forgot McAllister had a superstar. We really didn't need a receiver. I'll probably start him over Marquise Brown, to be honest. Fuck it. We'll develop more. And then I don't even know what we're going to do to this defense. Actually, no, I know what we're going to do. We're going to draft a corner. Let's just get into the draft, dude. Oh. We pick at 27 here with the Dolphins. Zach Griffin's around 1-2 projection out of Texas. Great speed, good excel. A-zone coverage, A to C man, B tackling, A awareness, A hit power. Is this the team we needed a linebacker for? I don't think it is. I almost just fucked up. There are some good corners, though. I like Marquis Matthews. This is technically a reach, 23 out of Memphis. Ooh, his physicals aren't great, but he has A-man and B-zone. So I'm just going to take him. He's probably going to have normal. But he has it in. Let's go! We are going to take a tackle for the Dolphins. I know I said with the guy from last year played good, but this guy looks really good. We can always use more depth on the O-line. So let's take him. We draft another normal dev. Yay, 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 yay. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I don't know. Let's see if we can maybe find like another corner for the Dolphins. I don't know what else we would take. Team looks pretty good. There's some decent corners. Nothing crazy. Daniel Botson, 22 to Georgia. Good speed. A to C man, be tackle, be catching. I don't know. Fuck it. He has hit it. Okay. I literally thought that guy was about to be so bad. I just did for like looking at everybody else. But hey, it ended up working out. Let's get to the end of the draft. And I think we're going into year 8 right now, bro. Like, 10-year rebuilds already take so long as it is. And then I rebuild 2 teams at the same time for pretty much 10 years. Like, Dolphins, please win us a Super Bowl this year. Like, I don't know how much more I could take. Cornerback we took is good. Left tackle's okay. The second corner we took is good. CPU took a tight end. And for the Giants, middle linebacker's good. Center's good. Tight end's pretty good. Free safety's good. And we got some other depth picks from the CPU. We got a 72 overall left guard in the 5th round. I'll definitely take that. So here's how we look going into the season with the Dolphins. Really good receiving core. The offense has stayed really good here for the Dolphins. And we got the defense doing good too. So it's just like, just comes down to how we play, I guess, which, I mean, that's always what it comes down to. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. And, I mean, it'd be pretty sick if both teams can make the Super Bowl. I mean, we're going to keep watching the Giants. We still look pretty good here. We filled our hole at center, and the offense looks really good. Malik Neighbors is a 99 overall, and the defense has stayed good here for the Giants. So, I don't know. Let's just sim to the end of the season. Let's just pray. All right, and we are in the playoffs with the Dolphins. I'm not going to show you guys the stats and everything of the Giants, but they went 15-2 and got the 1 seed, so actually I may check the stats because I bet they did so good, but for now, let's just worry about the Dolphins. Tua was good, 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 picks, 1,300 yards out of Devon Achane, 12 touchdowns. Brandon McAllister was really good, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 900 out of Waddle, 6 touchdowns, 800 out of DJ Moore, 6 touchdowns. O-line was pretty good. George Kennedy's been really good, even though he's been normal dev. Xavier Farrell led the team in tackles, 16 TFLs out of Hassan Reddick, 15 out of Spence, 13 out of Farrell, 17.5 sacks out of Hassan Reddick. I'm so glad we signed him. 9 out of Spence, 9 out of McManus, 4 to Farrell. Chop Robinson didn't do shit this year. 2 picks out of Jalen Ramsey, 2 out of Javon Holland, 1 out of Marcus Matthews, and 1 out of Kevin Scruggs. The rookie quarterback was great, or he's not a rookie anymore, but you know what I mean. 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns, 14 picks. Alexander was good, 1,300 yards, 4.1 per carry, 13 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. 1,100 out of Jaden Reed, 10 touchdowns. 1,100 out of Cole Jackson, 12 touchdowns. O-line wasn't... Actually, the O-line was really good other than Chauncey Henning. And then let's just check the sacks. 15 out of Thibodeau, 10.5 out of Dexter Lawrence, 8.5 out of Brian Burns. Can we please just beat the Titans, bro? It's literally the Titans. It's literally the fucking Titans. Oh my god! Dude, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't. Guess we'll see if the Giants can at least make it, dude. Like, whatever, bro. Let's just send them to the Super Bowl. Giants are about to get a 3-peat, and the Dolphins can't even win a playoff game, bro. I'm so pissed off right now, bro. I just want it to be over, and the Giants make this. I swear, okay, I don't know if I'm tweaking, but I swear the team that the Dolphins lost to every year has been in the Super Bowl. But yeah, let's just see. Are the Giants gonna 3-peat? I don't know. Well, I guess let's see. Hey, the Giants did not 3-peat. We actually kind of got dicked on. Nobody retires for the Dolphins. Nobody retires for the Giants. I'm to the point, dude. I'm going to set the Giants to autopilot, and we're just going to be rebuilding the Dolphins because I can't do it anymore. Because, I mean, clearly if we make the Super Bowl with the Dolphins at this point, we're just going to be playing the Giants. They made it to 3 in a row. So, I mean, like, fuck it, dude. We have to re-sign 16 players. We have 87 million, and Tua is one of them. See, the voices are telling me to let him hit free agency in case there's another class like last year, but let's not take the chance and let's just re-sign him for 1 more year. Devon Achane will give 3 years, 41 million. He resigns. Ronnie Spence, this is a 5th year. We may as well go and pick it up. He's up to X Factor. Resign Rick Hart, I believe is how you say that. He'd like to play for a new team next year. Suck my balls. Let's resign Capers. This is cheap. And then let's re-sign Kevin Scruggs for 1 more year. And let's get to free agency, dude. We'll probably just restructure contracts again if there's anybody we're interested in. It also said nobody retired, and then we didn't have Hassan Reddick anywhere to re-sign, so I don't know. Oh, wait, no, Hassan Reddick is on the Dolphins. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my god, if I press manage team 1 more time when I go to press this manage roster, I'm going to stop recording and just hang myself in the bathroom. Yeah, we did lose Hassan Reddick. It said he didn't retire, but this game's just retarded. Or no, he was probably really far down the re-signings. Jalen Ramsey wasn't there either. Okay, whatever. We need some corners. We need a D tackle or just any D lineman. And honestly, that's like it. So hard, bro. Let me just restructure some contracts. I'm going to pre-fire it for whenever there's good players here. Now we have 36 million. That's not great, but I mean, whatever. Damn, Rashee Rice is here. That's crazy. I mean, if we wanted him, we could give him all of our money. Oh, the Giants weren't able to re-sign Malik Neighbors. Whatever. The Giants didn't re-sign Dexter Lawrence either. Did we really fuck him over that bad? God damn. We're going for Nick Bosa and Trayvon Diggs. Let's go. All right, we got them both. I just want it to be over, dude. I just want it to be over. Damn, we kind of fucked over the Giants, dude. They lost Dexter Lawrence, Malik Neighbors. Wow. So in the draft... Maybe draft a center, and I literally don't know what else. A corner. We'll draft a center, we'll draft a corner, and then that'll be it. There's so many quarterbacks. Eric Smith, 21 out of Stanford, not very strong. Looks really good, though. Or we can go with Lloyd Flanagan, 23 out of A&M, Elite Speed, Elite Excel. I mean, I like this guy more just because of the lead speed stuff, but Eric Smith looks better, so we'll go with Eric Smith. Hidden Dev, 86 strength. Let's get a corner in the 2nd round. I wish we could have gotten that corner that we were just looking at, but... Ooh, wow, this guy looks really good. Another guy with the last name Farrell. Bradley Farrell, 23 out of Minnesota. Good speed, great excel. B-man, B-press, B-zone, A-catching. Fuck it, welcome. Hidden dev. Let's get to the draft recap. I believe we're going into year 9 or 10, and I'm literally losing my sanity, so let's just, yeah, let's just... Center's good, corner's good. I mean, that's all we needed. I will take it. All right, well, let's just hope this Dolphins roster can do good enough. I mean, God, I'm about to crash out. I swear, since I've started making videos, crash out became like my #1 most said like thing. Whatever. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Let's just get to the playoffs, and let's just at least win one playoff game. I'll see you guys there. And we just missed the playoffs. I don't know what the problem is. Let's see. 2 or 3 decent amount of picks, but not too much. Devon A-Chan was good. Jalen Waddle was good. DJ Moore was good. Receivers were all good. Was it the O-line? Kinda. Candidate had his first bad year. Were we getting sacks? I mean, yeah. I don't know what the problem was. This is going to have to be done on a different day. I can't take it anymore. Dolphins are fucking... Oh. Did the Giants make the playoffs? No, they didn't. But, yeah. I'll finish this later. And we back. I'm going to finish this video today. I don't care how long it takes. I will sit here for 12 hours if necessary. The Dolphins are so close. I know we can get it done soon. Let's get this fucking video over with. Since Sully wants to sit over here and meow, I figured I could at least let him say hi. Oh, that's the sweet man. Get close up and personal, Sully. Say hi. Yeah, you're shy now. I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I got some damn bitches I can call. I'm on that good cum and poop. I love to come all up in my poop. Buddy, yeah. Trying to get that buddy. And the Falcons win the Super Bowl this year over the Bengals. Nobody retires, at least, I guess. We have 25 players ready to negotiate, though. We have $115 million to re-sign Chop Robinson, Tua Tagovailoa, Benji Donaldson, Quincy Farrell, pretty much, you know, anybody you can think of, we have to re-sign them. Forgot we got Nick Bosa. We'll start off with Chop Robinson, 5 years, $128 million. He re-signs. The voices are really telling me to not re-sign Tua because we've seen so many good quarterbacks in free agency. Nobody said this was a realistic rebuild, and honestly, I think it'd be kind of realistic if Tua has been this shit for this long. You know, who knows? Maybe they would be interested in signing another quarterback, so we're going to wait on free agency. So we're going to wait until free agency for Tua. Benji Donaldson, we really want to bring back. I'll give him 3 years, $82 million. You're going to test out free agency. $33 million for a tag. We'll try to get him back in free agency as well. Quincy Farrell, will you take 3 years, $36 million? Nope, nobody wants to play for us. Melvin McManus, 3 years, $35 million. At least he resigns. Andrew Gallery will give 3 years, $38 million. He resigns. Well, we do have a backup quarterback in case we lose Tua. Actually, we have to resign him, so technically not. We'll resign Nick Bosa for sure. 1 year, $21 million. Oh my God, he also was at the free agency. We'll resign Trayvon Diggs, 1 year, $13 million. He actually resigns. We'll let DJ Moore go. There could be a better receiver from free agency. We're gonna let everybody else go to free agency. We're gonna try to get a quarterback, possibly Tua, possibly not. We gotta try to get back Nick Bosa and the O-lineman we weren't able to resign. And then we obviously also have our draft picks. And see, look, Lamar Jackson's in free agency. The thing is, we could barely afford to do this, so we will have to, you know, restructure some deals. But I don't even care. We're getting the Super Bowl this year. Literally, like, there's no chance it doesn't happen. All right, we freed up some money. Hopefully at least enough to get back Lamar Jackson and bring back Nick Bosa. We have $80 million. Nick Bosa wants $22 million a year, but he has no teams interested. And Lamar wants $53 a year and is heavily interested in the team. So 1 year, $53 million. Actually, I'm actually going to give him 2 years just in case we don't win the Super Bowl this year. It'd be really nice to have him for 2 years, and that gets us higher in the offers. And I guess we can give Nick Bosa like a team-friendly deal since no other teams are interested in him. This is a crazy free agency class, by the way. And we're not going to be able to afford to get Donaldson back, but we can get a different guard. Ooh, Brian Vincent has no teams interested. We only have $9 million, but we'll just give him a really cheap offer. Maybe there's a small chance no teams want him, I guess. And this will literally be all of our money, so... yeah, and if Nick Bosa gets some better offers, we'll just remove our offer for Byron Vincent and give Nick Bosa a better one. But let's send these offers through. We didn't get Lamar? We were his top offer. We had the only team with a full offer. Oh my fucking god, dude. So Josh Allen's available, but Tua's more interested. Josh Allen is cheaper though. Dude, that's fucking bullshit. You know, we can afford to offer for Fred Warner now. So I guess we're just going to go for Josh Allen, Fred Warner, and Byron Vincent. So let's send these offers through. Neither of them sign, or none of them sign. None of them sign in wave 3 as well. And the Ravens are interested in Josh Allen. We're not getting Byron Vincent anyway, so let's remove our offer off of him, and let's give all of our money possible to Josh Allen. And so hopefully here, when we sim to the draft, we have both of them, I guess, because I'm not gonna send to the next week of free agency. We're just gonna let it happen. Dude, we should have gotten Lamar. That is actually such fucking bullshit. And here's the moment of truth. Did we get Josh Allen, or are we fucked? Thank God. So we need to address this O-line in the draft. We could definitely use one more receiver in the draft as well. And we got Fred Warner as well, thank God. So the defense is actually perfectly fine. It's mainly just his O-line we need to address in the draft, and hopefully a receiver we could get as well. I wonder if we have the cap space to trade a first-round pick for a receiver. We have $2 million, so probably not, but we'll see. Because it's just going to be our receiver 3 anyway. All right, we're trading our first-round pick, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th for this 87 overall X-Factor receiver who's still on his rookie deal, so we won't be able to have him next year if we don't win the Super Bowl this year. But literally, like, the only option I have here is to go all out because, like, I don't know. So let's just draft some O-linemen here in the draft, and the team should be good. Oh, and now Sully wants to come back in. Cool. The door's open. Come in yourself. Okay, this might be a reach because he isn't projected to go till the 3rd or 4th round, but Tyler Tatum has elite excel agility, jumping speed with solid strength, and has pretty good skill core attributes. So I think we're going to take a chance on Tyler Tatum. I think he has the most upside, even though this is Madden. So we're going to take him. New hidden dev center. I'm not sure if he'll start or not, but I mean, the O-line is the only weak part of the team. And yeah, we're just going to draft O-linemen all of these picks. Next up, we'll go with Damian Collins, another round 3 to 4 projection, only 21 years old. Great strength. He actually has a lot of greats. Great agility, change of direction, jumping, speed, and strength. Oh, wait, no. Speed and excel are both good, but that's still good. And his core attributes look really good. Everything's at least an A to a C other than injury. So Damian Collins will take you as well. Another hidden dev, 90 strength. And then with our last pick here, we literally don't need a D-tackle, but all the good O-linemen are pretty much gone. And this guy looks pretty good, so we'll take Josh Reddick here in the 4th round. Only normal dev, but I don't think he's going to do much anyway. So we'll send him to the draft recap. We'll get into this year that should hopefully be the final year because, dude, like, if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, we're genuinely, like, we're so fucked. Not only did I already restructure a bunch of contracts, we traded for a player. We signed players with all the money we had from restructure. So next year, we're genuinely going to have no money. So if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, I don't know what's going to happen. But the center we got to 72 overall. The guard we got is a 73. We've had 9 people enter the jersey giveaway so far. So make sure if you're watching right now and you're subscribed that you send a picture to me on Instagram so that you can enter the giveaway. And who knows, by the time this video is out, there could be 100 people entered in the giveaway. So don't miss your chance, man. So here's a look at the hopefully final roster. The O-line's not as good as I would like it to be. But if you've seen my videos before, you know, the lower the overall, the O-linemen, normally they play better anyway. So I'm not too worried about it. Still got Achane, who's been doing great. We have a really good receiving core. Still have a really great tight end. And then, like, dude, if this defense, this defense couldn't be any better. And let's change up the playbooks this year. I'm just gonna give in and use the Kansas City offense. I think I was in the Dolphins offense this whole video for this team. So we'll try out Kansas City, and then we're gonna try out Baltimore defense. I never really used this, but I mean, they've made so many Super Bowls in this video, I may as well try it. I normally go with either the Rams or the Raiders, and they both do very good, but fuck it, we'll try the Ravens for the year that we need to win a Super Bowl. Maybe it's not the best time to be testing things out. But I'll see you guys at the end of year, like, 10 or 11. I'm not sure which one, but let's just get there and at least be in the playoffs this time. And when I saw the screen at first, I can't lie, I got really nervous. I thought we missed the playoffs again, but we got the 1 seed at 15-2, have the 2nd offensive points per game, the 5th defense. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the divisional round. Please don't show me, like, the Ravens or the Bills, because the Bills have Lamar now. Or actually, they may not have made the playoffs. I think the Bills came, like, 3rd or 4th in the division. Yeah, we're playing the Broncos. Okay, this is very doable. They had a really bad offense and a really good defense. We have a really good offense and a really good defense. For this year, dude, I'm hopping in and watching these games, and I will hop in and play if I need to save it because, dude, this has been going on for way too long. I don't care. I'm getting us this Super Bowl this year. It's happening, so don't care if you think this is cheating. But we'll sit here and watch what happens. We get on the board first with a field goal. We take a 3-0 lead, and then we get a touchdown to go up by 10 and get another stop on defense. Up by 17 going into the 2nd, and we get another stop on defense. The Bills finally stop us. or I'm sorry, the Broncos finally stop us and get a field goal to cut it to 14. Looks like we score a field goal, go up by 17 with 1 minute left in the first half. Can't get anything done, but we get a stop to open the second half. They stop us on defense and get a touchdown. We are up by 10 now. On offense, we get downfield, get a touchdown. The Broncos get a field goal. I'm struggling to talk right now. We have a 14-point lead right now, though, in the fourth, so let's just not choke. I'm kind of scared we're going to choke, so I'm going to play a drive here and just chew as much clock as I can. I've seen the CPU choke away too many victories, so let's get this done. Okay, nice. I think it's on all Madden. It could be on all pro. I'll check for y'all. All I know is last game, dude, it was on all Madden, and I was struggling to play against the CPU. No, it is on all Madden, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, honestly, it should be easier because I'm not really concerned about scoring or anything. I'm just trying to get down the field and chew clock. This defense is nasty, though. I think it said they had like a 92 overall defense. See, like, bro, that's insane. And Sully's outside of my door meowing right now. That's great. We'll run the ball again here. If we can't pick up some yards, we'll have to pick up this first down, so we'll end up throwing it. But let's see if Achan can make this at least a little easier on us. I think I could get past this guy. Dude, Achan has 99 speed, and that guy's catching up to him. If we don't get this first down, this is really scary. So we got to throw the ball. I can tell you that much. I really hate the Chiefs playbook. Like, obviously, it's good in simulation, but like actually playing with it is I can't. Come on. Come on. Dude, that wasn't knocked out. That was a drop. That was literally just a drop. Like, nobody knocked it out. We're punting the ball. I'm not going to take any chances. If I go for it, I'm literally asking to lose the game. So we're going to trust our defense. Would have been better simulating at this point, but it's whatever. If we can... Okay, we punted out of the end zone, so we'll get a touchback. Come on, defense. Strap up. That looks a lot like Russell Wilson. All right, come on, defense. Can we get a stop? They do get a stop. I'll hop back in to make sure that the CPU doesn't choke this. We're also kind of close to field goal range, so let's just run the ball, stay within range, and let's kick a field goal in this game. Dude, come on. You're not letting that guy catch up to you. That's a big-ass white linebacker, and you're letting him catch you. Yeah, and I am not throwing it. I'll tell you that much. Come on, Achan. Oh, I'll take that. I thought that was going to be worse than it was. Should we throw it here? We're not even to the warning yet, so I feel like getting this first down is pretty important. I'm going to put Florence on a little out route here. Let's see if Surtain jumps it or not. It doesn't look like he did. That should be a first. I'm sorry? Okay, it does give me the option to challenge it. One. And then he drags the other. Okay, yeah, that's a first down. Challenging it. I don't care. And they gave it... Okay, dude, I should not have to challenge the play to get my first down. If I got the first down, you know, maybe just give it to me. But we should be close to victory formation here. They do still have a... Holy fuck. They do still have a timeout left. So I do think we still have to pick up one more first, but even if we don't pick up a first, we could just kick a field goal with very little time left, and that's pretty much the win. Is that Chase Young? Did the Broncos get him? I'm going to go down because I'm really scared of fumbling. And then it'd be nice to pick up this first, but if we don't, I still think we have the win pretty easily here. So let's let HN get the ball. Let's see if he can pick it up. And no, nobody was able to block that guy. Maybe I read the blocks a little bad, but this is okay. We'll kick our field goal. Oh my god, I hate how, like, when it's on chew clock, it doesn't, like, chew the clock before the field goal. So I have to sit here for 20 seconds and wait to kick the field goal. It's also on all Madden. Holy shit, I gotta lock in for this kicking meter. All right, when there's 10 seconds left, I'll kick it. All right, come on. All right, that should be good. Wait till it hits a little lower to let go of it. All right, and we're gonna have a 10-point lead with a minute left. So it's pretty much up to our defense, because if we get a stop, they can't win. They'd have to get an onside kick too. So we shouldn't have to hop back in. We should be good here. Let's see if the Broncos can score, make it look like it was closer though. Nope, and the Broncos were not able to get it done with the minute they had left. We get past the divisional round, and we are on to the AFC Championship. And we're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals here in the AFC Championship. I don't know how their offense was so good in yards, but bad in points per game, but they had the #1 defense in terms of points per game. They had the #5 ranked offense, the #2 ranked defense. We actually had the #1 ranked defense when you factor in yards, touchdowns, and everything like that. But yeah, same shit for the AFC Championship. I'm going to make sure we win this game because I'm very scared. They still have Joe Burrow, they got Jamar Chase, and they actually have Chase Young too. Who that guy was on the Broncos, I'm not sure. Probably just, CPU generated player. But let's get this done. We start off with the ball here, and we get down the field and get a touchdown and go up early. They get a field goal, cut the lead to 4. But it looks like the offense is moving again. We get another touchdown. They get another touchdown in the second quarter, and we get stopped on defense. We get a stop on defense. Can we please get down this field and score? We are not able to. Bengals get the ball in the second half, not able to do anything with it. We get stopped on defense. We get a stop. Can we finally score again? Yep, we score a touchdown. We go by 11 entering the fourth. So we have an 11-point lead here in the fourth with 13 minutes, and we have the ball. So this should be pretty winnable, especially with that touchdown. I think this is about all she wrote. The Miami Dolphins are finally going to be in the Super Bowl. If we can win this Super Bowl, the video will finally be over. We only had to, completely sell out everything just to get the Super Bowl this year, That was fun. It really sucks because the original intention of this video was going to be for them to both play in the Super Bowl at one time. But I could only imagine how long this video would have been if I did that. Because I'm going to guess that this video ended up being an hour, 45 minutes to 2 hours long. And if I would have gone till they both won the Super Bowl or both played in the Super Bowl against each other, we would have hit the 3-hour mark, and nobody wants to watch that shit. So, but we are taking on the Carolina Panthers here in the Super Bowl. They have an 87 overall team. Oh my God, I gotta let my fucking cat. Why do I have one shoe on? But yeah, let's hop into the Super Bowl. Let's get this video over with. If we lose, bro, you guys have no idea how mad I'm about to be. I gotta lock in and sit in the autism position. Come on, Dolphins, we got this. We start off with the ball. We don't do anything, and the Carolina Panthers get a field goal to go up early. And they can't stop us on defense. We get a touchdown, and we get a stop around midfield. We get down the field and get a field goal. We go by a touchdown with 2 minutes left in the first half. Looks like nothing. Bro, I didn't mean to do that. Looks like, oh my God. Looks like nobody's able to score in the rest of the first half. The Panthers open up the second half with a touchdown to tie it up. But we get down the field and get a field goal. We go back up, and we got to stop with pretty good field position and go up by 10 in the fourth. Panthers do get a field goal, making it scary here, and we were able to stop them at the last second. The Miami Dolphins are finally Super Bowl champions. I believe it took 11 years. I think that's how long it took. I honestly lost track because I recorded this over so many days, and it took so long. But the Dolphins are finally Super Bowl champions. We took the Giants to the Super Bowl 3 times. They won 2. It takes the Dolphins 11 years and a different quarterback to finally get the Super Bowl. But it finally happened, and that's all that matters. And your 2032 Super Bowl MVP is Josh Allen. Before we end the video here, I actually am curious where the Giants ended up once I stopped rebuilding them, because we saw them lose a lot of players. They finished this year 6-11. Looks like they're not doing very well. Looks like they got a new quarterback. I don't think this is the guy that we had. New receiver, pretty much whole new offense as to when we were rebuilding them. Same with the defense, except we still have Tyler Nubin and Hole. I believe those are the only same players as to when we were rebuilding them. So the Giants went all out for their Super Bowls. They got it, and now they're falling off. Dolphins was the opposite. We pretty much had to just keep building them, and then we went all out for our Super Bowl. But that is going... Dude, the Giants have $214 million. How have they not been spending that? But that is finally going to be the end of this video. If you made it this far, you are genuinely the fucking GOAT. Thank you so much for watching me and supporting me. If you made it this far, you clearly enjoyed the video. So leave a like, and if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and send it to me on Instagram so you can be in the giveaway, so that you can have a chance to win a free NFL jersey. And once again, thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. It means so much to me. Never would have thought we would have hit a number like that. I just started doing this for fun, dicking around, but it's honestly become something I really love to do. So, keep subscribing. I'll keep making videos for you guys. This video is probably going to take a while to be out because not only did this video take forever, and it's going to take forever to edit. This is my first time recording my face cam separate from the gameplay, so I'm going to edit it a little differently. We'll see how that goes. But I think I've been yapping long enough for that. But I think I've been yapping long enough for the outro. Just thank you guys so much for watching. That's the end of this one. Deuces.